May I please your lordship? For listing of a criminal appeal, my lord, we have filed on 28th, my lord,
Fresh matter.
fresh matter, my lord. There are
Whenever,
two appeals, my lord.
whenever you want.
18th and 19th, my lord. There are two appeals.
Whenever you want.
Deep law, yes.
May I please, your lordship, I'd like to mention for lifting of one IA lordship in connection with criminal appeal number lordship 38723.
Pending I or
Pending lordship. It was last posted on 13th October lordship 2023 lordship.
23,
Thereafter
okay.
not listed.
whenever you want.
Deeply, your lord.
May I please, I beg to mention for listing lordship, criminal appeal number 85 public 2018 lordship. Matter will be next week, any date lordship.
2018 matter.
Yes, lordship.
Paper book prepared.
Yes, lordship.
Okay, have it next week.
I didn't want.
May it please your lordship, my lord, this matter directed to be listed in as usual course, my lord. No? In the meantime, LCR is received. And there is,
Paper book is yet to be prepared. LCR is there.
IA petition is there also, my lord.
Are you pressing the IA or we direct preparation of the paper book?
Your lordship is please.
Okay.
For hearing.
LCR has been received. Let the paper book be prepared.
This is POXO, I think the service.
Oh,
20 years.
oh yeah, that is the idea. You're correct.
Service.
Let us
Service
see.
is there.
Yes, sir.
You can discuss.
Service code has been received. Flag SR. Flag SR code. এখন কত flag SR to good flag ওর SR লেখা আছে নাকি বা
Can be in the LCR also.
It is prepared.
হেৰি ন কি হ'ল লাষ্টৰ খিনি prepared. Also seen the office note dated 7/11/2024 along with the service report received from the office of the learned Chief Judicial Magistrate Morigaon, whereby the service has been effected upon the respondent number 2 para, as the respondent number 2 has not entered appearance, comma, this court appoints a condition.
Michael.
पोक्सो के साथ अभी से Rupam Jyoti Das. At state number 30, Rupam Jyoti Das. We're appointing Rupam Jyoti Das. Okay. Let the name on preparation of the paper book, let a copy of the same be furnished to the learned council, including the appointed amicus for the respondent number 2. First up, the name of the appointed amicus may be reflected in the cause list henceforth.
Acha.
Okay.
Paper book may be prepared.
We have already said. that.
Item number 3 to 5.
Paper book, na? सब तो एक ही है वो ना है जाना और कौन
I'm appearing in item number 3, my lord.
yes
Um,
I'm
Mr.
appearing at item number 2, Lord.
yes
There is another item, my
My senior will be appearing through VSP.
who is the senior
Mr. S. Borgohain, Lord.
May I start, my
yes you are for the CBI
lordship? In fact, your lordship, there is a direction of the Honorable Court, my lord, on 6/2/2024
Hmm.
that court is directed the learned counsel for appellants to make an index of the appeal indicating reference to the PW to relevant paragraphs of judgment which they are relying. And relevant paragraphs of evidence show contradictions favoring the appellant, index of exhibits which reliance is placed for to enable the court to appreciate the argument. The chart and present will not have any write-up.
the charge
The chart index presentations shall not have any write-up. Only chart has to be given, no write-up has to be given. Accordingly, we have prepared, my lord. Okay. Now, so far, this accused is concerned, my lord, Jamaluddin Gudu Mian, my lord. He has not been named in the initial search sheet, my lord, nor in the FIR, my lord. Your lordship kindly come to the FIR, your lordship will kindly
you are in item number 3
3, my lord. Item number 2. 3.
Mohammad Jamaluddin
Yes, Mohammad Jamaluddin alleged Gudu Mian, my lord. Gudu Mian, my lord. Gudul Mian, my lord.
yes
Now, you also find a FIR at the paper book number volume 1, my lord, page 1, part 1, my lord. is the FIR. Only one page number 12, the FIR. Now, this FIR you also will find at page number 12, my lord. It was lost by one Anil Chandra Dev, my lord.
This is part one.
Page 12, exhibit 3. Part 1, volume 1. Exhibit 3 says, my lord, your lordship got it.
Yeah, please read. Yes.
Humble summary is that at 9 a.m. yesterday, that is on 17/3/2004, my elder brother Sri Potul Dev and his driver Munia Lawkar and his Mohori clerk Jalaluddin left home for Bhairavi in my elder brother's own vehicle, bearing number so and so. In between 11:30 a.m. to 12 a.m., some young militants abducted the three of from Baichera and left the vehicle by the side of the road. I therefore earnestly pray your good self to rescue my elder brother Potul Dev and his driver Munia Lawkar and Mohori Sri Jalaluddin from the clutches of young militants and oblige. That is the FIR, my lord. That was lost, my lord, which has been registered as Katlichara PS case number 364 AOYPT.
Your Jalaluddin was one of the accused.
In the final, in the supplementary search sheet, I've been named.
No, here you have been stated as a victim.
No, that is different Jalaluddin.
Different Jalaluddin,
That is plaque, my Mohori, man.
not you.
No. I'm a businessman, right?
Okay.
Now, what happened during the pendency of this case, my lord?
Hmm.
The brother of the deceased, my lord, he lost. He approached the honorable court, my lord, in PIL, my lord, and the honorable court directed CBI to find out the culprit, my lord. That order was passed on 12/4/2000.
The informant had filed PIL.
Yes, my lord. The sister of the informant, or daughter of the informant, victim, my lord, total death.
Daughter of the victim.
Victim, my lord, total. That order was passed on 12/4/2005, my lord. And ultimately, matter was taken up by CBI, my lord.
Yes.
The CBI, after completion of investigation, submitted charge sheet, my lord. Initial charge sheet, I was not named in the FIR, but in the India charge sheet, but subsequently supplementary charge sheet was filed. That I have enclosed in my paper, that your lords will file in part 1, volume 5. Part 1, volume 5, page 1287. Because it was not exhibited, so I have enclosed in my memo appeal, my lord.
What is that? Supplementary?
As a supplementary charge sheet, my lord. Volume 5. That page number, your lordship, 1287. There. There are so many paper books, so it's clumsy also. That's difficult. Your lordship got it.
One, two.
1287.
Yes.
1287.
Yes.
There your lordship will find 1 to supplementary search it. I mean, name as a accused person Jamaluddin Majumdar alias Budul Mia, son of Haji Sarafat Ali, a resident of Killerbagh, Katlichara. And there your lordship will find a charge of information. Pursuant to an order dated 12/4/2005, passed by the Honorable High Court, in PIL number 48 of 24, investigation of FIR number 19 of 2004 under section 364 and 120 registered under 22 relating to abduction of Prafull Dev was taken up by CBI by the RC case number 22 by the CB Kolkata branch on 24/2005. Subsequently, the investigation was case transferred to SCR 3 New Delhi, a central unit of CBI. Now you will also find, so for 128 is they have given the circumstances, text narrated in the charge. Anil Chandra Dev, the younger brother of Prafull Dev, lodged a written complaint to the Katlichara police station on 18/3/2004, alleging his brother Prafull Dev, along with driver Munia Luhar and his Mohori Muhammad Jalaluddin, left at 9 a.m. at 7/3/2004 for Bhairabi in his commander vehicle bearing registration number 20. At about 11:30 to 12 noon, some Riang extremists had taken away from at Bhoichara. Accordingly, FIR number 20 was registered against unknown Riang extremists. CBI, after investigation, filed search sheet number 9/120B 364/302 as was for substantive offence under 364A 302 against 8 accused, namely Sahadev Sangma, alias Urubba Sangma, Krishna Mahadev Sangma, Kalpanu Sangma, Rupadhan Sangma, Sahadev Sangma, alias Master Batibura Sangma, alias Hemendra Sangma, Khogeno Sangma, alias Khogen, Ranjit Sangma, alias Korea, in this honorable court on 25/11/2005. Investigation against the other accused continued with the leave of court. The present charge sheet is filed against Jamaluddin Majumdar, alias Budul Mia, is in continuation of earlier charge sheet, whose details are given para above. Investigation conducted by CBI further disclosed. This is Prafull Dev was born and brought up at Katlichara in the state of Assam. After his education, he went abroad, served as a teacher at Ethiopia, Kenya, Nigeria for 14 years. In 1986, he went to London and settled there along with his 3 daughters, wife. His family members are British citizens, where he continued to be an Indian citizen with an Indian passport. In London, he worked as an executive officer for the British government, local service, and during January 1999, took voluntary retirement. He then returned to Assam, where his family remained in London. In 2001, he contested assembly election in Assam from Katlichara constituency as a BJP candidate against his brother-in-law, Gautam Roy, a Congress candidate, who won the election. Presently, Gautam Roy is the cabinet minister in government of Assam. Prafull Chandra Dev started bamboo business, was allotted 5 bamboo mohalls during the year 2002-2003 by the government of Mizoram by order dated 21/10/2002. The mohalls were allotted for total bid amount approximately 67 lakhs. In the bamboo business, he was assisted by Jalaluddin Majumdar, who was working as a manager, Mohori, and Munia Lokar, who was working as his driver. Sri Prafull Dev used to go to Bhairabi in Mizoram by road in his vehicle once or twice a week, and used to stay at Bhairabi along with his driver and assistant. Investigations further disclosed that Prafull Chandra Dev had stopped the bamboos of one Horimia in the month of January and February 2004. This Horimia is a bamboo worker of Budul Mia. It was a contention of Prafull Dev that bamboo was so stopped by him was a local bamboo, which he himself wanted to purchase and then sell it himself. However, Budul Mia wanted to get the bamboo released by paying royalty to Prafull Chandra Dev. On this point, there was an exchange of heated arguments between Prafull Dev and Budul Mia in presence of Khogendo Sangma and Harimia. After departure of Prafull Dev from his bamboo depot, Budul Mia asked Khogendo Sangma to see at Gharmura. Thereafter, Khogendo Sangma, along with Tukur Ali, visited the clothes of Budul Mia in Gharmura. Accordingly, Khogendo Sangma and Tukur Ali met Budul Mia in his clothes shop at Gharmura. Budul Mia took Khogeno Sakma separately, asked him to abduct Protul Dev. For this task, Budul proposed to pay Khogeno Sakma rupees 1.5 lakh. After making arrangement of the persons and arms to abduct Protul Sondadev, Khogeno Sakma and Ranjit Sakma, allies for it, talked to Budul Mia, who assured him to both of them to give rupees 1 lakh after completion of the task of abduction. After 3-4 days of kidnapping of Khogeno Sakma, Khogeno Sakma made Budul Mia inform him that Protul Sondadev has been killed. A few days later, after the abduction of Protul Sondadev, Budul Mia paid Khogeno Sakma rupees 10,000, later 5,000 instead of 1 lakh. Later, after a few days, when Khogeno Sakma met Budul Mia in his shop at Barmura to collect the remaining amount, some heated arguments altercation took place between Budul Mia and Khogeno over the payment of money. But no payment was paid by Budul Mia. An argument altercation was sorted out by the intervention of Nizamuddin Muzumdar. Investigation conducted and revealed that deceased Protul Dev was abducted, killed, pursuant to a criminal conspiracy. Immediately after the quarrel which has taken place at Toranga between Protul Dev and accused Budul Mia initially offered 1.5 lakhs to accuse Khogeno Sakma abduction of Protul Sondadev. Accused Khogeno Sakma then planned the abduction with accused Kalijoy, Kolapunu, Sahadev Sangma, alias Master Sahadev Sangma, Rupadev Sangma, and Nandu Sangma, who were part of the criminal conspiracy, and accused Budul Mia is liable for prosecution under section 364A to 302, read with 120B, as well as Protul has been kidnapped, killed on the instance of the accused Budul Mia, and this supplementary charges against his file in continuation of earlier charges dated file on Chuens. Investigation against the electronic use Kalijoy Sangma, Nando Sangma, Inachan Sangma, and other accused is still continuing. So basically, he's been, as a conspirator, he has been named in this charge sheet. Since he did not he did not cause death to him directly. According to the prosecution, he was a co-conspirator with other accused. That is that now, now on the basis of this materials on record, my lord, this honorable court, my lord, the trial court has framed charges that your lordship will kindly come to part 1, volume 1 of the paper book, page number 14 to 19, my lord.
Charges.
Charges, my lord. Initially, my lord, that is your lordship page number 14, my lord. It is just I was at that time I was not there in the I was not named Jamaluddin Muzumdar, yes, G, my lord. That or so and so, 17th of March, agreed with Sasadev so and so, Jamaluddin Khanap kidnapped with so and I was charged under 120B, my lord, and 364, again under section 302 and 201 IPC, my lord. That was on 2007, my 21st of May 2007. Again, charge was amended, my lord.
Just a minute, 21st of?
It was initially it was framed on 21/5/2007, my lord. There were altogether 3 charges, my lord. That is 120B, 364A, 302, and 201.
Where do you get the date?
Page 14 and 15, my lord. Date down below, my lord. M.J. Hawk, my recent sentence, 21/5/2007.
Okay, yes. Yes.
Then again, my lord, recent sentence again on 2015, my lord. 3rd of December 2015, again framed the charges, my lord. That was, payment part was not there. So he has introduced that payment part. Your lord will find at page 17, my lord. That on 17th, the victim, little brother, was kidnapped one by Bhairavi so has agreed to abduct him, procure an income. In furtherance of state agreement, Jamaluddin Muzumdar and assured Khogeno and Ranjit paying of rupees 1 lakh in lieu of the same day after arrest of you, so has joined the said conspiracy. So that part has been introduced in that order was passed on 3rd of December 2015, my lord. The 120B, 364A, and 364A, 364, 362, and 386 IP. Sections are only one new section has been added, my lord, that is 386 file. Extortion.
No, this is in respect of one Ranjit Chakma.
No, all the cases. Your lordship will page 17, my lord. I, Jamaluddin Chouendro, Ranjit
What
Chakma,
is page 16 then?
page 17, I mean.
What is 16?
16 is a single charge against fame against Ranjit Chakma. 120B and 364.
17.
17. That is all dated.
Oh.
It was dated on 3rd of December, 2015.
Okay.
New sections have been added.
So what do you call this? The page 17 charges, framing of charges?
No, actually, my lord, the single charge was framed against this
No, understood. But initially,
initially, yes, my lord.
initially charges were framed on 21/5/2007.
7, yes, my lord.
Those charges were against how many accused persons? 8.
Against all the accused persons, my lord.
Huh?
8 numbers.
8 numbers. Isn't
And
it?
this Ranjit Chakma was not there initially, man. He was absconding, man. So he was brought in.
No, but in the page 17,
Page 17, my lord, 9 members have been brought in, man.
who has been introduced, who has been added here?
Ranjit Chakma was there.
Ranjit Chakma was added.
Added. So altogether 9 men.
Now, after around 8 years, why fresh charges were framed?
Base charges, my lord, actually, my lord, he was absconding, my lord. Then he was brought in again.
No, but for the others, wasn't it proceeding?
But proceeding was, yes, my lord, proceeding was because witnesses already with examination was already started, my lord.
Now, where is the scope to frame again charges?
The charges can be altered, my lord. They have to allow in further process examination, my lord.
No, that is the circumstance has to arise
Yes, my lord.
requiring alteration of charges or framing of charges. But this appears to be a routine kind of a thing.
Yes, it was done after more than 7 years, man.
No,
8 years, man.
Now, what propelled? What was the reason for this?
That order sheet, I have to say, my lord, from the year it doesn't appear. Look at the order sheet, my lord.
Because had it been the proximity, maybe a 6 months
Nothing, my
or a
lord.
year, but 7, 8 years is a long time.
Because actually on the Lanat court below the trial court, he has passed the judgment. Actually, that is, judgment was passed on 4/8/2016. And does so
কিন্তু
So now the prosecution is examining altogether 37 witnesses, man, in this case. Okay. And but so far, this present accused is concerned, my lord. Actually,
can you give the order of the learned code which require framing of
Alteration of charge.
alteration of charge or framing?
that the order sheet I have to look.
Can you have a look?
Not. They file to deal.
Charge can be altered at any stage. But perhaps,
That we are not questioning. We are trying to know what is the basis.
perhaps new material just come on.
No, where is the order? We have to know, have a look at the order. "37 witnesses.
Yes.
47.
47? 37.
47.
Eh?
47.
How many? 37 lakh. IO was last examined, that is PW 37.
45 or 37. Sorry.
37.
No, 30.
37.
Serial number is 47.
But so far, this present accused is concerned, my lord. There is no direct evidence. Our only on basis of the confession of co-accused, he has been impeached. And now that confession of my lord, they have in 313, they have retracted.
Retracted.
He has retracted. So except that there is no evidence again. And there is no other, because if your lordship's so far confession is law is very settled by. That there should be corroboration. It cannot be a substantive evidence. Confession is open accused, cannot, so far other accusations, co-accused is concerned, it cannot be used against co-accused because it's not a substantive evidence. There has to be other evidence against him. That I'm coming, there's a full bench judgment is there, my lord. I judge that.
এই তথ্য
Policy to agree on. This is true.
How do you reconcile 30 and 114B?
I'm coming, my lord. Yeah, the order sheet I'm like.
Basic elementary question.
Your lordship, I've got the order, my lord. There is says accused Rupdon Sangma so are produced from custody. Accused Jamaluddin is present. As per a previous order, charges against accused Jamaluddin Mojumdar Ranjit Chakma and Tongen Chakma has been framed and reframed and altered under section 120B 364A 362 IPC. Against Rupdon Sangma so the charges under section 395, 397, 34 of the IP has been added today in addition of the charges already framed by the order dated 21/5/2007. As the original charge form is not available in record, all the charges including the ones earlier framed by the order dated has been framed afresh in a new form.
Original charge to record.
Now, charges efforts has been read over execution. That is the explanation he has given.
Until that time, how many witnesses were examined?
Till then, my lord, 2015, my lord, I think more than already 37 witnesses were examined. Already almost complete. At the time of recording, 33, 30, my lord.
Okay, this order, which order?
That is order 312/2015, my. Your lordship can look into, my lord.
No, 312 is the charges, framing of charges.
Yes, there itself, there
Yeah, same or same date.
same day, my dear. Right. Noted. Well,
Someone I'll keep recording. As earlier. Charge.
when
were
about that.
not
Right. Okay, okay.
record. Okay.
Now, so far the present, so far merit of this present is confirmed. I will also may kindly come. There is a confessional statement made by this Thogendo Sangma and Ranjit Sangma that your lords will find. That is, and there are two hostile witnesses they have relied upon, my lord. Pasawala coming to PW 14, my. PW 14, volume 1, page 142, my. part 1,
142.
142 mein. Is Tarif Ali Loscar mein. Fellowship got freed up. I working as a clerk at Topi Mia Hoirabi. I was working as a PC Dev Choranga for 2 months. I also used to keep account of bamboo, which was brought from Mizoram and stocked the bamboo as per instruction of PC Dev. We stopped the bamboo of Budu Mia. Witness identified the accused. His contractor informed his name. The contractor was Akbar Hussain. Budu Mia and Jamunuddin on Wednesday discussed the matter with PC Dev. On Wednesday, usually PC Dev comes to Choranga. We stopped the bamboo of Budu Mia as actual person who cut the bamboos and hold the bamboos are minor and not in local. Then we release the bamboo. Except I do not know anything of the matter. TV officer recorded my statement. I do not remember what I stated. At this stage, prosecutor prayed to declare me hostile. So he was right. He denied the suggestion that was put to him, that it is not a fact. It is not a fact. So, so do you,
How is it relevant?
relevant, my lord, he has implicated the so far as there was a because enmity of between Budu Mia and PC Dev, my lord, Total Dev, my lord. For as a motive for purpose of kidnapping, my lord. For that purpose, he was examined. That part he has denied it.
No, after declaring him hostile,
Yes, my lord.
is there any materials from which?
No, there's nothing, my lord.
There's nothing, only
nothing.
suggestion has been given, he has negated.
Negated. Yes. There's nothing, my lord. Similarly, your lordship will find that is PW 15, my lord. 15 is Akbar Hussain. When I work under Budul Mia Jamunmudi. At present, I'm working as a Babul Bulbul and Prevaisal Bulbul. All bamboos are released after payment of royalty. On instruction of PC Dev, his Munif stopped the bamboo for take of royalty. If bamboos are from local, from Mahaldar, purchase the bamboo. If bamboos are from Mizoram, then royalty is to be paid. Accused Budul Mia Jamunmudi is present today. My brother Sarif Ali was working as a Munif for under PC Dev. When the bamboo of Budul Mia was stopped, I informed him. I brought the labor from Choranga to cut the bamboo and classify the bamboo are from local area or from Mizoram. After clarification, it was known that bamboos are from Mizoram. That was released. At this stage, prosecution to hostile. That altercation part also he has denied, my lord. That was a statement before the CBI, my lord, that there was a quarrel between Budu Mia and regarding the return.
Yes.
Then comes another witness, my lord. Without 29, page 189.
Just a minute. বহুত লম্বা হ'ব এইটো কিন্তু বহুত লম্বা নহ'বও পাৰে ডিপেণ্ড কৰে আমাৰ CBI কি কয় ক'ত গ'ল তেওঁলোক Deuri আছিল নেকি Mr. Deuri, your matter was to be held in camera.
Yes, sir.
Your clients are there.
Yes, sir.
Other side.
Put.
We'll do one thing. We'll maybe be around 11:30 in the chambers. Okay, we're done. We'll continue with his matter. After around 20 minutes, we'll have it.
Yep.
Okay. Mr. Pargiri. Yes.
Your lordship, there is another Shukur Ali Loskor pilot. He is PW 29 pilot. He says that in the year 2005,
Page.
page 189.
One 189.
Yes. I appeared in the court. I have received summons from the court. I have studied up to class 12. I have two residence. My temple residence, Razapa. In the year 2005, when my statement was, I was a daily labor. My statement was recorded at Bhairavi. I know Khoghendra Sakma, also an accused in this case. He belongs to my village, Reza Ali. An accused Khoghendra Sakma was a timber merchant who used to purchase timber from the local contractor and sell it to us. Today I have seen K. Sangma in the court. I have identified in the court today. He is my neighbor. He has a visiting terms with me. I used to visit his residence. I also worked for him for some time. He used to pay me daily wages in weekly basis. After 2-3 weeks, I had a quarrel with him due to non-payment of my wages. Later resolved by local people at Reza Ali, namely Mukalai Mia and Mubarak Ali, Rohimuddin Ali Swain. There was a meeting on a panchayat in this regard. I stopped working for Khoghendra Sangma. I know not there is a wrongly my lord type. I know nothing actually. And in this case, relating to killing of Protule. I know accused Damalud is present in the court today. He has a business in bamboo as well as cloth shop. Budul and Khoghendra knew each other. They were in the same line of business. I never worked for Budul Mia Jamaludi. My younger sister, Amugi Begum, married to Tasimia Laskor of village Tilar Bha, who was also village of Budumia. I used to visit the house of top of Budumia for purchasing clothes. Muhammad Azizul is my nephew as the son of my younger sister. Potul Dev was a leader in BJP, Hailakandi, as he fought election for BJP. I know Potul Dev was kidnapped and murdered. I heard that he was murdered. Before my quarrel with Khoghendra Sakma, I used to work with him. I used to work for Khoghendra Sakma before the date of Potul Dev. 2 years prior to date of Potul Dev, I had a talk
He
with
was
him.
declared hostile.
He was declared hostile man subsequently.
Now, why are you referring to his?
But that relevant part, my lord, he has hostile part, your lordship may kindly see, my lord. What he has it is at that time support Jamaluddin.
Prior to that, the lordship of people, certain part has been corroborated. I mean, this is the presence of the accused Sakma, Khoghendra Sakma,
Page?
page 90, 190.
Presence of?
Presence of Khoghendra Sakma. There is a talk between Khoghendra Sakma and this Jamalud. That is down below in the page.
Which line?
Lordship may kindly see the last paragraph. 2
That-
years prior to that of Putul, I had a
that
talk
is-
with Khoghendra Sakma regarding Khoghendra Sakma. That part.
That is 2 years. No way relevant. Remotely connected with the case. Well, 2 years prior to the occurrence.
I had a talk with Khoghendra Sakma.
I know he sees engaged in this. Other than Jamaluddin Uri also present in the stock. Khoghendra Sakma used to sit in the side of opposite Guru. I had Kansa started purchase of Guru Kansa did not know Assamese employer Guru, namely Samtul, was giving clothes. And when we are so it was his acquaintance only that part here.
What do you want to show Mr. Haloi from here?
Not that. What I want to say is that Khoghendra Sakma and Putul Mia, there is a good relation. From this paragraph,
Now, how is it relevant?
Lordship, if the Lordship see the evidence of 164 statement of Khoghendra Sakma, he implicates.
164 is not a substantive piece of
Correct, Lordship,
evidence.
it has to be corroborated.
Corroborated, but where is the corroboration?
Corroboration regarding the crime is not there, Lordship. Even that from this statement, Lordship, one can infer that there is a
But please read what is the inference? 2 years prior to
date of Putul Dev. I had a talk with Khoghendra Sakma regarding eligible. Khoghendra Sakma asked me to go to Gambara on Wednesday. As told by Khoghendra, I went to Gambara and waited there for Khoghendra Sakma. Once so and so, astrology Mizoram also came to Gurmara Bazaar for purchase. I know him. Since he is also engaged business of timber. After some time, Khoghendra Sakma came to Gurmara Bazaar and took myself and so to the stop of Budul Mia.
yes.
Around that time, so Mia also present at shop. Khoghendra Sakma also sit in the shop opposite Budul Mia. I and Kansa started to purchase in his shop. Guru Kansa did not know Assamese and employed Budul Mia so. When we were in the shop, Budul Mia, then he told Khoghendra to buy shop pant and he is ready to pay the rupees so at that moment. So regarding if you lordship see the whole evidence, so to lordship to see the entire evidence. Regarding purchase the pens, plots and all, it will reveal lot.
It
But
is
here the
two
time is given 2
years.
years. No, he has stated it 2 years. The lordship see the evidence of other witness. This thing has come out prior to the
No, see, simply saying something in the witness box, unless it is relevant to the issue before us.
lordship.
The issue is not regarding buying of pen or what was the amount of the pen, who had paid. The issue is something else. How is it relevant, connected to the issue?
Lordship, let him read the entire evidence that will come. Then only it will come. Because prior to the incident, there was a talk of buying plots and all. But here he has stated 2 years, and that makes the difference.
What is the motive?
According to prosecution,
imputed?
actually, my lord, they were because it did not allow to purchase bamboo from a buyer. So there was a argument took place, my heated argument. And as a result of heated argument, my lord, since I could not report, so I have, according to prosecution, I paid this Congress Chakma, I employed Chakma for rupees 1 lakh to kidnap him. That is the prosecution. And at that I paid only 50,000, the remaining amount I did not.
He is the perpetrator of the crime. He is
No,
the-
that is the
correct, he is the
allegation against
allegation,
him.
yes.
That we have seen.
Because in your 161 statement that was put to him, your lordship, my kindly. That's why he was part of my that page 192, my lord. Place 193, in fact. It is not a fact I stated before the investigating officer. There are time when I went to suspect Damodaran asked Congress Samar to buy a good pen. If he desired to make 30,000-40,000 now, it is not a fact I stated before the investigator about a week from day. We went to Union Club. Congress Samar came and made me singly junk. And I was walking at bamboo cutting and asked me, Guru Mayor asked me to bring some extinguisher aspect to activate dynamite. You know, Congress Samar asked me if I knew the young people. It is not a fact. Before investigating, after seeing a large number of people, 20-30 in the house of Congress Samar and his father, so and so, after 2-3 hours, received the abduction. So those actually, by these statements, he wants to implicate me, man. But that has not come. And you'll also in further cross-examination on the defense part, that has been clarified. On 9/11, to the CBI officer went to my place, record my statement. I do not know Bengali. There was a police person who made me understood. During that time of recording, I was beaten up. They asked me, do you know Budul? Again, after recording the statement, I was read over. I do not know what was written in by the investigating agent. After that quarrel with Hogan Sagma, I met him only once in a real. 2 years passed by the incident of Total. I used to go to the stop of Budul Mian for collection of land. There was a transaction of Budul Mian Congress in reference to bamboo only. I went to Sri Lanka for 2 years prior to the date of Total. I worked there for 2 weeks. During this period, thereafter, market place to meet him. Till 3 days after the breakdown, police did not went there. I did not see police person. After seeing the gun and magazine, I suspected Takmas, but I cannot say whether gun is original. People from Mizoram and Tripura used to visit Baichara in collection paper. I saw 20-30 people at house. 2 months after that, I saw people in the house of Kagan Takma. I saw 20. I asked the people, they told me they came from Tripura for bamboo cut. TV never, but one person who Hailakandi police tortured me. All my statement was truthfully recorded. As I stated 2-3 years ago, recorded in same is 20. So these are the evidence that has come so far as the present accused is concerned, my lord. Now, for your lordship, they kept the confessional statement of 2 witnesses, the 2 accused, my lord, where I am implicated. That is part 2, volume 1, my lord. Part 2, volume 1. That is exhibited document, my lord. Part 2, volume 1, page 161.
Part 2 from Part 2. Volume 1. Volume 1, no? Volume 1, no? Yes.
There you also will find accused, his name is Ogendo Sakma. And his statement has been recorded, my lord, and that you'll also find.
Page?
167 is the relevant portion.
Yes.
Yes, you'll also find that one Hurubwa Changma came to my house from Tripura and wanted to know about the bamboo business. I explained to him detail in Hurubwa that went to Tripura, and Kalapun and 200 unknown persons were there in Vihupa. After 2 months, Hurubwa came to my house with 26 people. Stayed there for a few days. Then he went to Mizoram to cut bamboo and brought bamboos for cutting those in the jungle and reached Toranga. After Putul Dev Clark, Sharif Ali came and asked the bamboos to keep under custody. He said the selling of this bamboo took place after Putul Dev arrived. After 1 week, Putul Dev, Harimia, Putul reached Toranga. As the bamboo belonged to Urabba, was at Miram, who instead of Putul Dev purchased those bamboos. The bamboos of Baitara was under the control of Putul Dev. Putul Dev used to purchase bamboos belonging to a laborer contractor Harimia, as these bamboos belong to Putul Dev area. In this connection, altercation took place between Budu Mia and Putul Dev. Harimia is a contractor of Budul Mia, Budul Mahaja. After Putul Dev left, Budul said to me again to meet me on Monday at Hormura. On Monday, I accompanied by Kukur Ali, went to the clothes of Putul Mia at Hormura. Fazal Ahmed, Tamindar Sabu, Irfan were present. Then Budul took me aside and told me that Putul Dev bragged too much about his money and he should be kidnapped. Budul said that in return he would give me 1.5 lakh, 1,50,000. That night in the house of Gufur Ali, he told Gufur Ali to kidnap Putul Dev, and Gufur Ali said that job would be done, and he had 5-6 persons with him. On the following morning, he told Kalijoy about the plan of kidnapping, to which Kalijoy said the job would be done. He told Batlibura about it, and Batlibura also agreed to it. After 25 to 26 persons returned to Tripura, Kalijoy, Kalponu, Sahadev, alias Master, Sahadev, alias Rubua, Krishna, Mahadev, Kinachan stayed back in our house. Kalijoy told Kinachan that arms would be required. Kinachan that he would arrange the same. A Mizu person I do not know arranged 2 pipes. In the meantime, Guruba and Kalapal left for Tripura. After weapons were kept ready, and I informed Budul about Budul said that after condition talks, he would keep 1 lakh rupees. I owe Budul the amount of rupees 33,000 only. I gave Krishna Mahadev and Kalijoy 2,600 to buy army days. Thereafter, Urabba, Kalapu, Krishna Mahadev, Kalijoy came together. On the following day, Puldev was kidnapped. That night, Urabba and Krishna Mahadev took rice and 2 blankets from our house, and I sent Batlibura. After 7 days, Batibura came and told me Putulev had been killed. 3 days later, I informed Budul, but Budul said nothing except I would not have to face any problem. After 15 days, Urabba came to my sister's house and gave me rupees 20,000, and Budul Mia gave me 110,000 instead of 1 lakh. Later, Budul gave me 5,000. After a few days, Budul frightened me, mentioning about police. This is the statement. It is confession statement of Hogendo Sagma. There is another
Where
statement.
is the implication?
Your
Your implication?
implication, my lord, that
Your
Budul took me aside and told me,
Your Budul.
Budul, yes. And Putul Dev bragged too much of money. Page 160, top portion, matter. He should be kidnapped. Budul said, return, he would give me 1.5 lakh. That night, Gufur Ali told that to kidnap so. Gufur Ali said the job would be done. After following day, he told so. And thereafter, he paid another 10,000. Budul Mia gave 10,000 and 5,000 total, another 15,000. That is the implication. Now, there's another accused, my lord, that is Ranjit Chakma, that your lordship will find at page 173, my. Next.
This was by whom?
This
This
is
was by Khogendra.
Hogendro and Ranjit. This is Ranjit Chakma. That page 179 is the relevant
Khogendra is accused number?
accused number.
Okay, we'll come back at
Yeah.
after some time because We'll have an in camera.
Yes,
Parties have come, have come in person, so we'll try to relieve them.
Yes.
Item number কি আছিল? Item number.
the Lordship was, earlier occasion I have referred to confession statement of Khagendra Chagma. Now there is another co-accused, my lord, Ranjit Chagma, that is page 173, my lord. Same paper, part 2, my lord. Volume, part 2, exhibit, my lord, 173. my lord. That relevant portion 179, my lord. Relevant portion is 179, my lord.
This is of whom?
This is of Ranjit Chagma.
Ranjit.
Ranjit. Page 179 is the relevant portion, my lord.
Ranjit is otherwise an accused number?
Accused number, my lord.
Okay, doesn't matter.
8, my lord.
Accused it.
Now he says, my lord, page 179, my lord. I have known again from before, his house is adjacent to ours. About 1 month prior to the occurrence, Hagen met me at my aunt's place, asked me if I knew Portal Dave. I replied I did not know him, whereupon he said that he would show me. Then I went to Bhairavi weekly market held on Wednesday. I met Hagen, told me Portal Dave and his vehicle, and told me that Portal Dave was to be kidnapped. I did not agree with him. After I took an advance of rupees 1,500 from one tool who dealt with bamboo, went to eligible in Mizoram for cutting bamboo. When I was at so, Hagen sent Patibura to me. Patibura told me that my father has sustained injury by falling down from a roof, asked me to go home. When I proceeded towards my house, accompanied by Patibura, he stated nothing had happened to my father. Hagen had sent him to take me with him for the task of kidnapping Kotulde. The Patibura and I went to Hagen's house. Hagen asked me not to worry, and bamboo dealer Udul also with us. After I came home, at the time of leaving, Hagen told me to come to Gurumura in the clothes shop of Budul. Going there, Hagen told Budul that he would point out the vehicle. Then Budul said that he would give rupees 1 lakh for the task. We should equally divide the money between us. Then he would assist us. Then we went back home. Next day, that is Wednesday, he showed me the Putul Dev. His car showed that no mistake was take place at the time of kidnapping. The following Wednesday was fixed for kidnapping. Then the following week, on 2 a.m. on Wednesday, Urabba, Krishna Madhav, and 2 other persons not known to me called me and took me to the main road from my house. Then I found 3 more persons I do not know.
2 a.m.
2 a.m. following week.
after night.
9.
Night.
2 a.m. Night.
Night.
In the meantime, it was dawn. Krishna Madhav, along with 3 other persons, proceeded towards the cave hiding. Urubba, other person I kept hiding on the top of the hillock by the side of the road. At 10 a.m., vehicle of Putuldev arrived. Before that, a person riding a motorcycle came there, and then I told it was Putuldev's vehicle. Whereupon Urubba made a whistling sound with the help of his fingers. Immediately after that, Krishna Madhav, along with 3 persons, came and stopped the vehicle. Urubba and 3 other persons came in front of the car. After top of the vehicle, I saw them taking away Putuldev towards the Katta road along the vehicle. After that, I returned home at night. On the following day, I went to Mizoram, Kathmandu. After 1 month, I returned from Mizoram. 1 week again told me that Putuldev was killed. That is his statement. So now,
What is his implication so far as your client is
is
concerned?
that going that down, page 180, my lord, in between, in middle portion, my lord, from 4-5 graph from top, my lord, below. Going there, again told Budul. They went to the house of Budul, my lord. They came to, at the time, Hagen told me to come to Gurumura in the house. Then Hagen told Budul that he would point out the vehicle. Then Budul said that he would give rupees 1 lakh for the tax. He would equally divide the money between us and he would assist us. And we went back home. Next day, he showed me the Budul Dev charge. So no, that is the 1 lakh rupees they were supposed to pay to them, my lord. And they will divide among themselves. Now, these statements, my lord, were put to the accused persons in the 313, my lord. They have denied it. That your lordship may kindly, that is at page 479, my lord. Part 1, volume 1, my lord. $479.
Part one, volume one,
Yeah, I'm coming.
479 of
479, my lord.
part,
I'm- Okay, part 1, my lord. Volume 2, my lord. Part 1, volume 2. $479. That is 479, my lord. That is the examination of Ranjit Chakma.
yes,
A relevant portion, my lord, that was put to him, my lord. At page 478, question number, my lord. Question number 370, my lord. PW man stated on 25 and judicial magistrate had ordered that it entrusted him to record the conference statement of Khogender Chakma, Khogend Chakma, Ranjit Chakma. Then he said that we are civilly beaten by CBI. I do not remember what was the statement I made. PW9 stated that accused Khogender Chakma and Khogend Ranjit Chakma produced before me at 10 PM, and both of them gave their free and voluntary professional statement before him, confessing that you, along with him and other accused in his case, entered into conspiracy to abduct Kutul Dev for ransom and abducted him, the deceased Kutul Dev, after receiving an ransom of 5 lakh, killed him as well. I am not aware, I have forgotten this.
he has not retracted.
Then
No,
your lordship will find again.
there's no retraction. He says that he has forgotten.
That then if then again page next page your lordship will say. PW9 identified exhibit 64 is a form of recording of confession of Ranjit Chakma. He identified exhibit 64 is a conference statement of Ranjit Chakma. So one Molloy Das, employee of Palakandi, who has also taken the time to visit Ranjit Chakma. He has identified friends. CBI has stated they would take us to Sahib. I do not remember what I said. I've forgotten everything. Then he says that PW9 identified the certificates of voluntary statement of that another one. I'm not literate person. So he has in his statement, my lord, 313, he said he totally says I'm an illiterate person, so I'm not aware of what is there. That he wants to say.
Not exactly retraction.
Then similarly in case of 671, that is of against 71, 670. That is in different page, madam.
Page,
That is in volume 3, madam.
part one,
Part 1, madam.
page,
Page 671.
part one, volume three.
Volume 3, madam. Page 671.
Three one three Khogend.
Again, that question number 365. PW9 stated that on 12/26,
Question number three.
question number 365.
This is page 671.
671, yes.
Yes.
PW9 has stated that on 26/10/2005, accused Khogender Chakma, alias Khogend, Ranjit Chakma were produced before him on 10 AM. Both of them gave their free and voluntary confessional statement before confessing, you along with him other accused in this case entered into conspiracy to abduct deceased Potul Dev for ransom and abducted the deceased Potul Dev after receiving a ransom money of 5 lakh, killed him as well as deceased Sadannath. I was sent to jail on Saturday, again produced before the magistrate on Monday. CBI has meted out extreme physical torture on me and told me to make a statement before the magistrate according to them what they tortured to me. I was been admitted to Silchar Medical College Hospital for treatment because of the injuries suffered in the torture. One of my teeth was broken down by hitting the butt of a gun. I had been refused to make such statement and harassed them to kill me as I did not know anything about the case. CBI people threatened me of killing my small son and daughter. Because of the state fear, I stated before the ministry, and it was rejected by me by CBI. The state statement was not voluntary one. So he has denied that it was not a voluntary. It is not a voluntary step. Then again, next question, Mile. He also statement is not voluntary one statement. So these are the basically, my lord. Statement. Now the judgment, my lord, relevant portion of judgment I'm coming that you will also find at volume 5, part 1, my.
Volume,
Volume 5,
part 1.
part 1, my.
Yes. What do you want to show here?
Here, my lord, there are finding part, my lord. That you will also finally come to page 1217, my lord.
Two 217.
1217, my lord. Paragraph 35.
Yes.
That now with regard to the abduction of Protul Chandra Dev along with the prosecution witness number 1, 4, and 5, as well as regards the abduction of victim Chandan Nath. Confessional statement of accused persons have found corroboration from one another. It is also to be seen that prosecution witness number 1 or 5 and not only eyewitnesses to the abduction, also victims. All the 3 persons have been corroborated the confessional statement of accused person. The prosecution witness number 14 and 15 have not stated that there was a quarrel between accused number 9 and victim Protul Dev. That 14 and 15 is the statement, my lord, which were declared hostile. That you'll also make analysis what the finding of the court. Though the prosecution witness 14 and 15 have not stated that there was a quarrel between accused number 9 and the victim Protul Chandra Dev, the conspirational statement of accused number 7 and 8 corroborating to one another in this regard, the fact that accused number 9 was the mastermind of so far abduction of Protul Chandra Dev was concerned. The confessional statements getting corroborated in all other aspects by other accused persons, as well as the victim's eyewitnesses led credence to the story of prosecution that he and accused number 7 initially conspired to abduct Protul Dev for a ransom, and thereby accused number 7 had in further conspiracy involved the other accused persons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8, along with several others who were willing to be active partners of the conspiracy as the force. It is seen that the confessional statement of the accused persons so far, etching of conspiracy and giving effect to the same is concerned, then corroborated by testimony of prosecution witness 1, 4, and 5, which remain unscathed. It is to be noted that the fact that the bamboo belonging to accused number 9 was stopped under the instruction of Protul Dev has been corroborated by prosecution witness number 14 and 15. That is actually perverse, my. Because 14 and 15 never said, they were declared hostile, man. And 14 and 15, Learned Counsel defense argued that such minor dispute could not be given rise to conspiracy of such magnitude. He has pointed out that prosecution witness number 1 stated in examination that Petul, when victim was proceeding from Kattali, he went to the shop, Dharmura. Due to shortness of time, he could not do so. However, while this was a Petul did not have any will or grudge against accused number 1, accused number 9, accused number does not state stand exonerate. Then other part, my lord, has not been there. So basically, on from his judgment, your lordship will find again in paragraph 38 also is in view of the conspirational statement of accused person 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, voluntary and truthful as that corroborated by testimonies of other witnesses, they can be relied in case of instead case for finding against the accused person.
The learned judge has mentioned about confessional statements of accused persons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Eight.
All of them has.
All of them. But so far implicated only these two implicated. Others have not implicated. Other confessional statements have not implicated.
Only Khogen and Ranjit.
Ranjit, man. Only some portion, man.
Ranjit is 8.
Yes,
Ranjit.
Ranjit.
And Khogen?
Again is 2. Huh? 7. Huh? 7.
7.
7. That then final part, my lord, your lord, may kindly come. That page 1, 2, 3, 7.
But Mr. Kotoki,
Yeah.
before we go to the aspect of corroboration,
Yes.
you must have definitely made a ground of assailing the confession statement itself. Because one, so far as Khogen, he makes in his 313,
Yes.
he says that it was not voluntary.
Yes.
He was, so far as
Was assaulted, my lord.
Ranjit is concerned, Ranjit has said, I have forgotten.
Forgot I have.
But so far as Khogen is concerned, he said that he has forgotten. He is an illiterate person.
Yes.
He must have made some foundation that at least for you means for Khogen and Ranjit, who are also accused,
Yes.
that this cannot be the basis of their conviction because retracted confession.
Yes.
What arguments, what foundation was laid by Ranjit and Khogen for themselves? Can you take us to that?
That actually, they are represented by Mini. Who? They have not filed an appeal.
They have not filed appeal.
Total 9 accused, only 4 persons have filed the criminal.
But nonetheless, because see, those confessional statement has also played a role in your conviction.
Yeah, and, in my conviction.
In your conviction. And those confessional statements have definitely played a role in their conviction.
Yes.
313, at least for Khogen, we find that he has totally retracted.
Retracted.
So was there any basis? How was those 313, how was those confessional statement taken into account?
Now, my question is different, my lord. Even we accept that confession is true and voluntary, man. Even then also, I cannot be convicted only on, because this confession is not a substitute. First of all.
No, Mr. Kotoki, we fully appreciate what you are saying. We are going to one step further. See, yeah, confession by an accomplice who accused, we know the evidentiary value.
Yes.
Unless it is corroborated, it's a very weak piece of evidence.
Yes.
It needs full corroboration.
Yes.
Illustration B, 114.
Yes, ma'am.
114 Evidence Act,
Yes.
illustration B.
Yes.
Read with 30.
That is.
You have to
Because
put
there
it-
is no other evidence also connecting me.
Now, whether the confession for that person himself, we find it is not exculpatory, inculpatory.
Inculpatory.
But it was retracted.
Retracted.
After retraction, how was it acted upon?
The court has found it to be voluntary, man. Court has acted upon it that it is a voluntary step. That there is a finding to that effect.
No, irrespective of the issue, irrespective of the fact that these two persons have not preferred appeal.
Yes.
But they have been convicted.
They have convicted.
Convicted based on This
Well,
have
they-
played
they're
a
con-
major role in their conviction, this
Yeah.
confessional statement.
Confession as well as a statement of another two witnesses are there, my lord, eyewitnesses.
Yeah.
They will be implicated also.
There are eyewitnesses here.
Eyewitness to the opponent, my lord. They have implicated him.
Eyewitnesses have not said your name,
No, nothing there.
except the statement by the Khogen and Ranjit.
There is no other evidence.
So what is the corroboration?
There is no corroboration.
No corroboration.
No corroboration.
So what is the finding of the learned judge here?
Your lordship may kindly see, my lord, that
He
is
says that it's corroborated.
corroborated by that. That's actually not corroborated by
Corroborated.
14, 15 never corroborated them, my lord.
No, but 4 and 5,
4 and 5 that they are co-accused. 4 and 5. 4 and 5 are not. That is regarding
No,
the
no,
main occurrence.
no, 4 and 5.
Eh, eh,
Witness number 4 and
Witness
5.
5 never implicated me, man. This is something to different aspect. Other accused person. 4 is we are lot will find. I'm coming to 4, my. These pages. Come on, please.
Can we come to section 30 and 114B?
4, my lord, that is regarding the how the occurrence. 4 is actually he is 5 is that. Course, he says how the occurrence took place. He was there inside the jungle. So he is implicated the other person.
No, if you are trying to make out a case
Yes.
that except for the confession of the co-accused,
Yes.
even admitting those to be
Voluntary.
voluntary, are you trying to say that there is no corroboration at all?
There is no independent corroboration from any witness.
Mr. Haloi,
Lordship, regarding the direct
if there is no corroboration, then it will be difficult. Kindly come to 30 and 114 of the Evidence Act,
That is not-
114B.
PW 29, Lordship, though there is no direct evidence to that effect. But what PW 29 is one,
Who's to 129?
PW 29
Your
is
lordship, I have already forgot
29.
29. That was Sukar Ali, my lord. He
Oh,
was declared hostile, my lord.
Hostile.
Hostile.
That
is the only-
2 years prior to the incident, my lord. That he was saying.
That is not corroboration. Let us see what is 114B
Yes,
and 30.
Your lordship, I kindly, there is a decision of
No, come, let us see the statute.
114, my lord.
First, let us see the substantive portion. 30.
Section 30, my lord. Evidence Act.
Yes.
Consideration of proof confession affecting person making it an under jointly under trial for
Section 30 says, my lord, it says that consideration of proof confession affecting a person making it other jointly under trial across same offense. When more persons than one are being jointly tried jointly for the same offense, confession made by one such person affecting himself and some other person is proved.
See,
Oh.
here the requirement is proved.
Proved.
First, it has to be proved.
Yes, my lord.
Then,
Court may take into consideration such confession against such person,
such other person.
such other persons, as well as against the person who makes confession.
Okay, then come to 114B, illustration B.
114. Presumption. 114 B says,
Illustration B.
accomplice is unworthy of credit or credit unless he is
He is
corroborated in
corroborated.
material particular.
Corroboration is essential.
Essential. That is your lordship, I kindly see. There is a decision of a Supreme Court. Justice Rajendra Kattar, my lord. He has-
Yes, the old judge, yes.
There is a 5-judge bench, my lord. Constitution bench, my lord. Where there will be section 30. That your lordship may kindly come to relevant portion, my lord. That is paragraph 11.
— 1964.
That is actually read by my senior, my lord, always in cases where GM2.
1184. Yes, paragraph?
Paragraph 11. Yes, sir. Ma'am. The question about a part of which confession made by a co-accused person can play in a criminal case has to be determined in light of the provisions of Section 30 of the Act. Section 30 provides that when more persons than one being tried jointly for the same offense, and confession made by one such person affecting himself or some other person is proved, the court may take into consideration such confession against who makes such confession. This basis of which this provision is found that it is made, the person who makes a confession implicating himself may suggest that maker of that confession is speaking the truth. Normally, if a statement made by an accused, made by accused person is found to be voluntary, then it amounts to a confession in the sense it is implicate the maker of it. It is not likely that maker would implicate himself untruly. As Section 30 provides that such confession may be taken into consideration even against co-accused, who is being tried along with the maker of the confession. There is no doubt a confession being made voluntarily by an accused person can be used against the maker of the confession. So, as a matter of prudence, criminal courts generally require some corroboration to the said confession, particularly if it were retracted. With respect to this problem, however, we are not concerned in the present appeal. When Section 30 provides that the confession of a co-accused may be taken into consideration, what exactly is the scope and effect of such taking into consideration is precisely the problem which has been raised in the present appeal. It is presently the problem which has been raised in the present appeal. It is clear that confession mentioned in Thakte is not an evidence under Section 3 of the Act. Section 3 of the Act defines evidence as meaning that is all statements which are court permits requires to be made before it by witness in relation to a matter of fact and inquiry. Such statements are called oral evidence. Secondly, all documents produced for inspection of the court, such documents are called document evidence. Technically constitute the definition will not apply to confession. Part 1 of the definition refers to oral statements which court permits are required to be made. Clearly, a confession made by accused person is not a such step. It is not made or permitted to be made before the court that tries the criminal case. Part 2 of the definition refers to documents produced for inspection of the court. A confession cannot be said to fall even under this part. Even so, Section 30 provides a confession may not be an evidence as strictly defined under Section 3. It is an element which may be taken into consideration by criminal court. In that sense, it may be described as evidence in a non-technical way, but it is sufficient, it is significant. Like other evidence which is produced before the court, it is not obligatory on the court to take confession into account. When evidence as defined by the court is produced before the court, it is the duty of the court to consider that evidence. What weight should be attached to such evidence is a discretion of the court. Court cannot say that in respect of such evidence, it will be not take that evidence into account. Such an approach, however, is to be adopted in court dealing with a confession because Section 30 merely enables the court to take confession into account. Now, we already indicated the question has been considered several questions by judicial decision. It has been consistently held. Confession cannot be treated as an evidence, which is a substantive evidence against the co-accused in dealing with a criminal case where prosecution relies upon confession of one accused against another. The proper approach of the adopt is to consider the other evidence against such accused person, and if such evidence appears to be satisfactory, and court is inclined to hold that said evidence may sustain the charge against the said accused, the court turns into confession with a view to assure himself that conclusion which it has inclined to draw from other evidence is right. As we observed by Sir Lawrence in Jenkins in Empire versus Lolit Mohan Chakravarti, a confession can be only used to lay assurance to other evidence against the co-accused. In Periswamy Punbu case, assurance of the other evidence by co-accused, the justice really observed that provision of Section 30 goes not further than this. Where there is evidence against the co-accused sufficient, it is believed that to support the conviction, the kind of confession described in Section 30 may be thrown into the scale as an additional reason for believing that evidence. Sahu versus King so Privy Council expressed the same view. Sir John Bioman, who spoke for a Privy Council, has expressed the same view. That has observed that a confession of a co-accused, obviously, an evidence of very weak type. It does not indeed somewhat within the definition of evidence contained in Section 3 of the Evidence Act. It is not required to be given on oath, nor in the presence of accused. It cannot be tested by cross-examination. It is as much as weaker type of evidence than the evidence of a prover, that of a prover, which is not subject to any type of those information. Section 30, however, provides that court may take confession into consideration, thereby no doubt makes it that evidence on which the court may act. But such section does not say that confession is to amount to a proof. Clearly, there must be other evidence. Confession is only one element in the consideration of all the facts proved in the case. It can be put into the scale and weighted with other evidence. It will be noticed that a result of the provisions of contained in Section 30, confession has no doubt has regarded as amounting to evidence in general way, because what is considered by the court is evidence of circumstances which are considered by the court as well as probability to amount so and so. Thus, though the confession may be regarded as evidence in the generic sense, though confession because of the provision of Section 30, the fact remains that it is not an evidence as defined under Section 3 of the Act. Result, therefore, the dealing with the case against the accused, court cannot start with their confession of co-accused. It must begin with other evidence adduced by the prosecution. After it is from his opinion with regard to the quality and effect of such evidence, then it is permissible to turn to confession in order to receive such assurance the conclusion of guilt. Briefly stated, effect the prosecution. So that is basically by the constitution must hold that we cannot start the case with confession. It should be laid assurance to other evidence. Only on basis of other evidence, the court finds that yes, I can convict him, then they take for co-accused statement as a assurance. So in the present case also, my lord, there is no evidence against me except the confession. There is no substantive evidence so far implicating me that I was part of the confession. If that evidence is not there, then the judgment of conviction cannot be sustained. And your lordship's query, my lord, regarding that also dealt with in paragraph 14.
Paragraph
14, there is 133, my lord, that in appreciating the full effect of the provision of Section 30, page 14, paragraph 14, it may be useful to refer to position of evidence as given by an accomplice under Section 133 of the Act. Section 133 provides that an accomplice shall be a competent witness against the accused person, and conviction is not illegal merely because proceeds upon an uncorroborated testimony of an accomplice. Illustration B to Section 114 of the Act bring out the legal position that the accomplice is unworthy of credit unless he is corroborated by material particulars. Reading these two provisions together, it follows that an accomplice is a competent witness. Prudence requires his evidence should not be acted upon unless it is materially corroborated. It is the effect of judicial decision dealing with this point. The point of significance is that when a court deals with the evidence of an accomplice, court may treat the state evidence as the substance evidence and inquire whether it is materially corroborated on. Testimony accomplice is evidence under Section 3 of the Act, has to be dealt with. There is no doubt the evidence of a tainted character is a weak type. Nevertheless, it is evidence and may be acted of subject to the requirement that which is now virtually become a part of law, that it is corroborated by in material particular. Now, in this
That is
case,
how it has been reconciled.
yes,
30 says that you can take into, what can be taken? It has to be proved.
proved.
Proved has to be in accordance with law.
Law.
114 illustration B says that it's unworthy of evidence unless it's corroborated with material
Particulars,
particulars.
yeah.
Not only corroboration and material particulars.
Yes. So far-
The degree is much higher.
So far, this case is concerned, but there is no evidence at all, so far implicating me that I was a conspiracy with the main accused. Now, except this confession.
You said that other than Khogen and Ranjit, confessional statement,
That-
irrespective of the fact that whether retracted or not, but other than that, there is
There's
nothing.
no,
against
there
you.
is no evidence. That is my suit. In fact, I was granted bail on the first day itself. I'm on bail.
কিন্তু হরিশরণ কর্মী তুমি ল্যান্ডমার্ক এটা প্যারাগ্রাফ 14 to exactly মানে একটু একাডেমিক্স পড়াবো লাগে প্যারাগ্রাফ 14 এটা উল্টাকে মারিছে নেক্সট পেজ না লাস্ট পেজ একটু না চলে এটা ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে আমরা উল্টা করছি নেক্সট চলে গেছে কিন্তু প্যারাগ্রাফ ঠিক আছে নাম্বার প্যারাগ্রাফ ঠিক আছে তাই নাকি ঠিক আছে section 1 16 ঠিক আছে প্যারাগ্রাফ 14 কোটা আরম্ভ হয়েছে এখানে section এগুলো কেনে হলো নি হয় পেজ জানা গেল ফার্স্ট পেজ কেন করেছি ফার্স্ট পেজ ঠিক আছে সেকেন্ড পেজ আমরা তো খালি দিয়েছি তাই আমার ঠিক আছে paragraph 14 sir. Why did you also join?
So these are my submissions.
Hogan is A9.
A9.
Huh?
Jamaluddin is it?
Is 7th.
Hogan is 7.
A7.
Seven and 8. 8 is Ranjit.
Yes.
Yes, other appeals are there, my
What do you say, Mr. Halloy, on this?
Lordship, it is correct, Lordship. Apart from the evidence of this confessional statement of this two accused present, 29 was there, but 21 not subscribed.
But where is the corroboration? Without corroboration, accomplice evidence, can it be relied upon?
Cannot.
Illustration B is very clear, 114. And even 30 says it has to be approved. So far as Hogan is concerned, A7, he has retracted
Yes.
totally.
But
Even giving all benefit of doubt that it is not retracted, but on the basis of a confession made by some other,
oh, yes.
can you be that on the sole basis without there any corroboration? Cannot. So that is why we have asked you that if there are any other materials to corroborate, you can point it out. Because in the discussion part, there's a kind of a, it's not very clear. So far as conviction of his client is concerned, Budul is concerned. Ultimately, he was killed. The victim was killed.
Yes,
He was killed.
Body was not found.
Whatever his skeleton was found subsequently, but not charged.
Some ring was found or something, if you remember correctly. From the ring, it was identified.
yes,
No, not from the team, from his wearing apparel.
that
Very
evidence is there, my friend.
apparel.
Oh, his body has been found.
Yes,
Yes,
that
It is in evidence.
yeah, evidence is there.
After how many days it was found?
One year, Mr. President. Inquest was done on 31/8/2005.
And the incident,
Incident took place, my lord, in 2004, no?
17/3.
73.
73, 2004.
and inquest on
31/8/2005.
31/8, more than 1.5 years.
Yes.
Part 2, Volume 1.
Hmm?
Part 2, Volume 1. Page number
I think
25.
there was some ring or something, which you remember
Yes,
reading in the newspaper.
Initially, Lordship, a chappal, Hawaii sandal was found.
Okay.
Therefore, charge was made, and at a particular place on being laid by the accused, his apparel were found.
Where?
In a place.
in the
particular-
jungle, my lord.
In the jungle.
Which accused has led?
Lordship, the confessional statement of the accused.
Number?
Other accused. Other accused.
Other accused.
Yes.
Some other accused.
Yes.
So we have invoked 27.
Yes.
What consistent now, so far as Jamaluddin is concerned. You have to, how can it be sustained? Not a nice, no, he's gonna PP coming directly, the PP says nothing.
Adev. Guru ka.
Other evidence from the Pune order, no.
I'd like to say the judgment of this honorable court where all the citations regarding the confession statement of the cited.
No, how, for what purpose?
It's been retracted confession can be relied upon.
No, retracted one for that accused,
For
but
that-
for Mr.
co-accused.
Kotoki's client,
Yes.
he's a co-accused. He has not given any confession. You can,
With regard to other.
so far as the other accused,
Yes.
this will definitely be relevant, but we have not heard we will hear them.
Yes, my he is my lord, for case number 1, my lord. That is Sade, my.
material,
Yes, what is your name?
P. Dr. Lordship,
P. Datta.
Yes. appearing on behalf of item number 2.
Item number 4.
Item number 2, Lordship.
Item number 2.
Oh.
Criminal appeal number?
Criminal appeal number, Your Honor, 286, 266 of the 16,
266.
oblique 16.
Name of the client?
Yes, Sahadev Chakma Huraba.
To Elias Uraba.
Yes, sir. We are behind the bar, Your Lordship, 19 years, 2 months, 14 days. We are arrested on 29/8/2005. As on date, 19 years, 2 months, 14. Since the date of arrest, we are behind the bar. Where is the search sheet in profile list against the accused? Part 1, volume 5.
Why do you want to
The bed to search sheet. One search sheet is led by against the
now why do
already
you want to
accused.
read lead us to the charge sheet?
That's it.
You can go to the evidence.
Yes.
If you want to read what are the charges, we can, so far as your client is concerned, yes. Let us page.
Right. Part 1, volume 1, Lordship. The charge against me is number 19.
Part 1, volume 1.
Page number 19. No,
Page number
19, Lordship. Charge against me 120B.
one, page number 19. Yes,
120B 364, 364A, 362,
page number 19,
19, Lordship.
not 19, something else.
Part 1, Lordship, volume 1,
Page
page 19, Lordship.
19 is not like that. 19 to paise na puru no. Huh? 120B, yes, this is against you.
Yes, against me,
Charge
120B,
that what?
page number 19. Got it, Lordship.
What is your name?
Sahadev Chakmal.
Sahodib.
Elias Huraba.
Alas, master.
No, Lordship. Accused number 1, Lordship, Huraba.
Oh, there are two Sahodib Chakma.
Yes, Lordship.
One is Hurhaba, one is master.
Yes, Lordship. In page number 4, Sahadev Chakma, Elias Huraba, Lordship.
Okay.
And other was Sahadev Chakma, Elias Master.
How many appellants are there?
Total 4 number of accused. Appellant area.
Appellant here. Out of the 9
Out of
numbers.
9 number of accused.
Okay. Four has filed appeal.
4 have prepared appeal.
Okay. Okay.
And another size is page number 14, Lord.
Page number
14.
14.
1 4, Lord. 120B, 364, 302, Lord.
Yes. 14 was the earlier one.
Yes, Lord.
It was not found, so that,
No,
that
14 is earlier.
earlier. So
Earlier.
we'll go by 19.
No, sorry, Lord.
Come to the evidence. So what are the evidence against you?
He has submitted index, Lord, in earlier of his own.
Index.
Index, Lord.
এনেকে যে প্লেচ কৰি দিয়া হাতত মানে কোৰ্টত citation হওক বা হেৰি এইটোততো নাই তেওঁৰ ফাইল আছে নেকি এইটোত নহ'ব এইটোত তেওঁৰ ফাইল হ'ব তেওঁৰ নামটো কি সহদেৱ চাকমা ৰ'ব নেকি এইটো থাকিব মানে এইখন নহয় এইটো বেলেগতো থাকিব সোমাই দিব পাৰে এইটোতো নাই এইটো নাই ৰূপধন এইটো বেলেগ ৰূপধন এইটো খগেন্দ্ৰ In your case, we do not find any index.
Yes, in all the cases, we have submitted our intake item number regarding the evidence.
Rupdhan and the other one, that place.
Item number 2.
Rupdhan are two place. Hogan. Your case. How many pages?
2 pages.
We can get it photocopied, don't worry. We'll continue at 2.
Yes, sir.
You formulate what you want to show. You just start your case. Sahadev Chakma. Purhaba. There is a confession statement by
Yes, sir.
you.
Out of the total 9 cases, 8 numbers of accused are confessional, including myself.
And conviction is based on what?
And basically confessional statement.
Retracted? Not
Yes, sir. We have retracted in our
Confessional statement is also there, disclosure statement is also there.
27.
27.
He has led you to the place of occurrence.
Lordship.
He has led.
Yes.
To this list, my lord. The learned MS person informed me that he has some problem today. So can it be taken up Thursday, my lord? I don't know.
We can
that-
fix on Thursday.
Huh?
What matter? Criminal appeal.
My lord,
Criminal appeal.
yes, matrimonial.
Matrimonial appeal. Who is for the other side?
Amicus curiae was appointed, Gornali.
Oh, the other one.
Other one.
The address.
Yes, yes.
Thursday we can try.
Thursday she will be not available.
Whenever date suits you, both of you.
Let it be on the 20th, 19th.
19th. Nineteenth is what?
19th
Next Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yes,
Okay. On a joint item number.
7.
On a joint request, matter is adjourned to be listed on 19/11.
Material. And part 1, volume 1, Lordship. The evidence of the PW1 lot.
Page.
Page Lordship 22. Lordship got it. May I read the letter? PW1. Jamaluddin Muzumdar.
Yes.
We are 7 brothers and 3 sisters. I am the eldest amongst them. I have passed metric examination also Hindi Bikaro. I knew Pratul Chandra Dev. I am a member as well as a GP Papan Sayo, president of political party, namely Bharatiya Janata Party. When Pratul Chandra Dev returned from London, he showed his desire to join BJP in the year 2000. Accordingly, he made arrangement of different political meetings and in that way, I come contact with him. Pratul Chandra Dev contested election as a candidate of BJP in the year 2001 from Katlisara constituency against Congress candidate and others. However, he lost election. During his election tours, I had accompanied him to various places of canvassing. In the year 2001, Pratul Chandra Dev contested the election against 3 persons, namely Nizamuddin Laskar, Independent, Mesabur Rahman Laskar, I don't remember the party's name, and Gautam Roy Congress. After losing the election, Pratul Chandra Dev started his bamboo business in Mizoram. His first manager, Sri Amit Nath, during business period, we having incurred loss, requested me to help him. I showed my difficulties because I being a teacher, it was not possible for me to attend his business in full time. However, he requested me to attend his business once in a week, even in a month, but without any
How are
limit.
you a teacher? You are a Gaon Panchayat president.
No, Lord.
Hmm?
Lordship,
Not you, means the PW1.
PW1 Lordship.
First line,
First name.
I am a member as well as a Gaon.
On-site
This is-
president is a political party, Bharatiya Janata Party.
How can a teacher become a,
Lord, subsequently, he was appointed as a teacher.
subsequently,
Subsequently. Because I being a
He-
teacher, I was not possible.
while deposing, he was a president.
Yes, sir.
2007, not
2000.
long back, 2007, political person could not have been a teacher. Okay, doesn't matter.
Because I being a teacher, it was not possible for me to attend his business in full time. However, he requested me to attend his business once in a week, even in a month, but without any remuneration. Though there was no agreement for payment towards me as a salary, he volunteered to pay me the lump sum amount when I needed. Thereafter, I started helping him regularly in his business. In his absence also, I used to manage his affairs of business, including the managing the other employees. During the course of his business, I used to accompany him once in a week, that is a monthly on Wednesday. I used to go Bhojabi Bazaar on occasion, and even I used to go on Tuesday along with him from such travel. He had a Mahindra Jeep and his driver was Munia Lohar alias Santosh. On 17th 2004, Pratul Chandra Das made a plan to go Bhojabi for that purpose. Asked me to purchase rice, dal, potato, etc. with a plan to stay overnight at Bhoirabi. Accordingly, I purchased the seed commodities from the market of Katlisara. Along with the articles, he took his briefcase along with the clothes and puja materials for worship. On other days before going to Bhoirabi, Pratul Chandra Dev used to visit Garuma to attend Bodol shop, but on that day, he did not have time to visit Bodol shop at Garuma and stayingly we were proceeded towards Bhoirabi. After crossing Ramnathpur and while reaching the hill top, Viceroy, I saw a gunman in army uniform coming from the both edge of the road and signaled to stop our vehicle. Pratul Chandra Dev, under the impression that there was security checking, asked the driver Munia Lohar to stop the vehicle. As the vehicle stopped, some other persons come with dao and lathi, following other gun, men and sounded vehicle, and they were 8 in numbers. At that moment, 2 youths came in with a motorcycle. All these 8 miscreants asked the motorcycle born youths to sit in our vehicle by leaving the motorcycle on that road. Initially, we 3 came in the Mahindra Jeep, and then 2 motorcycle born youths also boarded in our vehicle. Perhaps 2 gunmen boarded in the rear seat of the vehicle and rear seat boarded in our vehicle. Perhaps two gunmen boarded in the rear seat of the vehicle and other gunmen boarded in the footboard of the vehicle. In reply to question put by Patul Chandra Dev and to why their vehicles were stopped, one of their gunmen stated that Patul Chandra Dev had to meet their boss. The gunmen asked us to another road instead of the road towards Borabi. The said road was Katsa road and therefore the vehicle could not take speed. However, after crossing about 2 to 3 kilometers, the gunmen stopped us and made a alighted from the vehicle. Thereafter, the miscreants asked us to move further towards jungle. While moving, I saw a standard truck on that spot. On further moving, I saw a man who was cutting wood. One of the gunmen had a conversation with the woodcutter, but I could not follow their language. About crossing about 3 furlongs from the place where we meet, woodcutter, we saw another person wearing shirt, pants, shoes who was about 25 to 30 years. The gunman took that person along with us. After going a little ahead, we came to know that his name is Sadhanath of Ramnathpur. Thereafter, we were taken inside the dens of the forest surrounded by the hills and we traveled about a half furlong. Then Patul Chandra became senseless and the driver and one more person rendered treatment to Patul Chandra Dev. On regaining sense by Patul Chandra Dev, we were further compelled to move ahead. After going a little, Patul Chandra Dev became unable to proceed further. At that place, I was sick whether I carried any arms. Then the gunman checked the driver, one of the motorcycle, born youth, namely Ataur Rahman, whose name I could not afterwards. The gunman directed me to ask Patul Chandra Dev remove the gold ornaments and to hand over the same to the gunman. The said lordships, the Ataur of Laskar, he was not examined as a witness.
Who is this Ataur?
Ataur Rahman, he is a youth, motorcycle youth, namely Ataur Rahman, who was according to prosecution, he is the one of the accused. No, he is involved with the offense, Ataur Rahman. In his name, Ataur Rahman. And one of the motorcycle born, Ataur Rahman, whose name I could not afterward.
No, he is an accused. Pasarbai, not an accused.
Not an accused. But he was not examined as a prosecution witness.
DW. DW. No, he's saying he's not been examined.
Subsequently, on outlook, then left to ask the
Where is the
LB
name of Ataur here?
Ataur.
No, in his deposition. No, his deposition, in his deposition. Not on PWP. No, 24, where is Ataur? In page 24? Whose name I could know afterwards.
Yes,
Whose name I could know afterwards.
yes.
Ataur has been examined, Mr. Halil says.
So, then lot led to us from below. The hills sounded by other hills from the all sides, and the miscreants sounded us. The place where the miscreants sounded us perhaps not situated far from railway line, because we could hear sounds of a railway. We were kept sitting in that place for remaining part of the day until 9 to 10 p.m. None of their boss came to meet us as they achieved. One of out of the said miscreants bringing drinking water and blankets provided us the same. Then the miscreants demanded Patul Chandra Dev a sum of rupees 50 lakhs for his release. Then Patul Chandra replied that he had incurred loss in the previous year in his business and therefore he was not in a position to pay such a huge amount. Then the miscreants reduced the amount to rupees 40 lakhs. Then the miscreants talking me separately asked me to tell Patul Chandra Dev as to how much amount he would be able to pay, and accordingly on being asked, Patul Chandra Dev told me that he had ability to pay rupees 1.5 lakhs to 2 lakhs only, and I informed the miscreants accordingly. Then the miscreants had a talk with Patul Chandra Dev. They demanded a sum of rupees 40 lakhs, and out of that Patul Chandra Dev agreed to pay 2 lakhs only, and then Patul Chandra Dev requested the miscreants to accept rupees 2 lakhs at that moment and told them that after his release he would be able to earn more and pay demanded sum. Thereafter the miscreants took away gold ring, gold chain from his person and case from the bag of the Patul Chandra Dev. When the miscreants took away cash from the bag, I asked Patul Chandra Dev about the contents of the bag to the to which he told me that the bag contained rupees 20,300 approximately. Then the miscreants gave us the 3 days time to hand over the demanded sum at Sarunga situated at Bhairavi. Then the miscreants inquired about the contact number for communication if there was any chance in the dealing. Then I gave a telephone number of one Sushil Dev, brother of Patul Chandra Dev. After discussing with Patul Chandra Dev, then the miscreants made a discussion to release all of us except Patul Chandra Dev, but I refused to leave Patul Chandra Dev alone, to which Patul Chandra Dev told me that the driver would not be able to contact the other businessmen to hand over the money, and therefore I had to leave Patul Chandra Dev there. Thereafter, the miscreants took us to a railway line and towards the down on the next morning. The miscreants allowed us to leave a place for collection of money, but I refused to leave Patul Chandra Dev because of his ill health. Then the miscreants, showing another man who was taken along with us from a roadside, proposed to keep them with a Patul Chandra Dev and allowed us to leave the place. Then we proceeded along with the railway line towards Bhairavi, and one of the motorcycle home born youths Born told us that his residence is not far from the place. Then he took us to the residence at Roside Hall. We took water there, and he said the youth with a bamboo mat thus helped us to proceed towards Bhairavi Saranga. At Sarangi, we met Monia Lohar and Jamiluddin, who were the employees of Patul Chandra Dev. They inquired about our arrival in the night, and we narrated the entire incident to them. Then we made a telephone.
Just a minute. Yes. Then you made a telephone.
Then we made a telephone call from the Bhairavi railway station to the house of Patul Chandra Dev at Katlisera. We had talked with Sushil Dev, who is the brother of the Patul Chandra Dev, but he asked us to proceed towards Jamila police station immediately. When we asked Sushil as to how we would proceed to Jamila police station, to which Sushil advised me to take a sumo taxi and accordingly proceed towards Jamila outpost under Katlisera police station. We arrived Jamila outpost, where we met Sushil Dev and his son Sudeep Dev. In Jamila outpost, police recorded our statement, and we narrated the whole episode to the police. Then we proceeded to the house of the young, a social worker. We also narrated in the entire episode of the seat of the young, and she asked about the statutes and description of the miscreants. Then we proceeded to Katlisera police station, where police got Monia Lohar medically examined. Thereafter, we proceed to our respective house. Giving all information in my house, I again proceeded to the house of Sushil Dev. After a few days of this said happening, wife and daughter of Patul Chandra Dev came from London of Katlisera. In the meantime, 2004, Sushil Dev, Monia Lohar, and me proceeded to Bhairavi Sarangi as stipulated. As stipulated, the miscreants, we waited there for a whole day, but none of the miscreants came and met us. On the next day, Jamiluddin came from the Bhairavi Sarangia to the house of the Sushil Dev and informed that the 3 boys came to a Jasimuddin at Bhairavi Sarangia and inquired where anybody had came from the house of the Patul Chandra Dev, to which Jasimuddin affirmed that those 3 boys, that on the previous day, 3 persons from house of Patul Chandra Dev waited there for the whole day, and then the boys requested Jasimuddin to inform the house of Patul Chandra Dev to send persons with case again. Then on 21/4, Sushil, his son Sudeep, Monia Lohar, and me went to Bhairavi Sarangia, but waited therefore whole day and night, and we left the said place on 22/3/4 and would meet any of the said boys. We returned to house of Sushil at first on 22/3/4. After our arrival, Anil Dev, another brother of Patul Chandra Dev, informed us that he received a telephone call that the miscreants did not approach us at Bhairavi Saranga to collect money because we were large number. Then connection, Sudeep Dev, Monia Loha, and me and some others. Within bracket, I could not recollect the names today. Went to Bhoribi Sarangi along with a case of rupees 2 lakhs, but on that day, they did not turn up.
Do,
So waited their product.
do it there.
Oh, do. On the next morning, connection told us that he is acquainted with the some of the residents in and
Acquainted.
around the Bhojabi Sarangia, and accordingly, connection had conversation with some of the residents there. Then we proceeded towards railway line, and after conversation, covering a considerable distance, we found one small pot having footprints made with chappal thereon. Then we followed the said footprint and we arrived near a river. Then we crossed a river with the help of bundle of bamboos. Then again we saw prints on the ground, but we could not find any prints on the grass. Finding no clue, we returned from the place to Katlisara. However, I could recognize the chappal prints because of his peculiarity as Patul Chandradev used to the said chappal brought from the London. The SP Pikerotto came to meet Chipra Dev and her mother, who were daughter and the wife respectively of Patul Chandradev, and other family members of Patul Chandradev at Katlisara. They had discussed about the dealings with miskens. Perhaps on 28/4 or 29/4, the misken informed the inmates of the house of the Patul Chandradev they would collect the ransom from near the Devodot Cinema Hall. Then the SP made a plan as to how the matter would be dealt with. Accordingly, some police were engaged in civil uniform to go side by side when we proceed for dealing with the miskens. Then near the said cinema hall, two of the boys called driver Monia Lohar, and I could identify those two boys. When there was a talk on telephone on demand for release of Patul Chandradev came down to rupees 5 lakhs only, and out of that sum it was settled with the miskens that of 50% of the said sum would be paid as the first installment, and rest of the 50% as the second installment would be paid soon after the release of the Patul Chandradev. Accordingly, first installment was paid near cinema hall, and it was settled on the day of the payment of the first installment that the second installment would be paid at the Bhojabi Sarangi after the release of Patul Chandradev. The miskens gave us a date to go Bhojabi Sarangi, and accordingly, 3 to 4 days after the payment of the first installment, we went to the Bhojabi Sarangi. After the payment of the first installment, we went to the house of the SP Hailakandi. Then in consultation with the SP, we went to Bhojabi Sarangi for the payment of remaining installment. But we could not meet the miskens for the second time at Bhojabi Sarangi. And we came back. Then the miskens contacted over telephone and directed us to go in an iron bridge near Bhojabi. We were further directed to proceed the Bhojabi Sarangi if we failed to meet them on the iron bridge. Accordingly, we proceeded iron bridge first and waited there, and finding no trace of the miskens, we proceeded towards Sarangi. When we stayed near Sarangi, somebody from other side of river bank asked our clerk, Saranga, whether men from the house of Patul Chandradev arrived or not. Getting this information from the clerk, we crossed the river with the help of a boat and met those two boys who were paid at the first installment. They inquired us whether we brought cash or not, to which we replied that we kept our cash in a railway quarter, but in reality we carried the money. The miskens asked about to bring a money, and then Sudeep Dev and me were about to proceed towards railway quarter. Then the miskens directed us to go only one person to collect the money. Then Sudeep proceeded further towards railway quarter, and he met his father, Sushil Dev. Sushil was accompanied by another person. By this time, those two boys disclosed that the road condition being very bad, they could not bring Patul Chandradev with them, and they would release him on the next day. But Sushil Dev decided to hand over remaining part of the installment on that day instead of next day, thinking untoward incident towards Patul Chandradev. Accordingly, the second installment was paid to those two boys. Then the miskens directed us to bring a vehicle near the railway line, where the miskens would release Patul Chandradev on the next day. On the next day, we waited for the release of Patul Chandradev for the whole day and night, but none came to the stipulated spot. Thereafter, we tried to contact the miskens. We failed to do so. Next, page number 30. On the next morning, we myself, Sudeep Dev,
PW1 is continuing.
yes, Dostar. On the next day, that is the myself, Sudip Bet, Monial Lohar, and Sushil Dev went to the railway line near Bhairavi along with the vehicle directed by the miscreants to bring Patul Chandra Dev as they released Patul Chandra Dev. When Patul Chandra Dev did not turn up ever after long waiting, then Sushil Dev, Sudip Dev and Monia Lohar went back to their respective houses, leaving me there alone to wait further. They also asked me if Patul Chandra Dev or any kidnapper would come, I would ring them over telephone. I waited there till noon, but none turned up. Then I informed Sushil Dev over phone. Then he asked me to come back to his residence. Since then, we have not received any information about the Patul Chandra Dev. Thereafter, CBI police came to Katlisera and I was asked by police to attend Katlisera police station. CBI police recorded my statement in the house of Patul Chandra Dev. Thereafter, CBI people asked me to attend Hailakandi jail for identification some of the persons named by CBI people. I, along with Sudip Bet, Monia Lohar, and Atau Rama, went to the Hailakandi and we found a large number of persons.
TIP was held.
Yes, sir. A large number of persons arrayed in a line inside the jail campus in an open space. There was one magistrate also. I could identify 5 of the miscreants among the jail people arrayed there. I can recognize the 5 miscreants today also in the dock. Sri Krishna Madhav Chakma, Sri Sahadev Chakma alias Puraba, Sri Sahadev Chakma alias Mastoy, Sri Kalpuna Chakma, Kalapuna Chakma, and Sri Rupdon Chakma. These persons who took part in the kidnapping all of us in the first day. I can identify pointing out the
These
accused.
5 persons were identified in the TIP.
Yes, sir. By the PW1. I can identify pointing out the accused Sahadev Chakma, alias Suraba, and Krishna Madhav Chakma, who collected money from us at Devodot Cinemala Silsor as the installment and a Bhairavi Taranga as the second installment apart. These 5 persons are the other few persons then when they took us to just at Bhairavi. These 2 boys showing Puraba and Krishna Madhav of receiving the second installment promised us to release Patul Chandra Dev on the next day as I have already stated. I can identify the set ring used by Patul Chandra Dev since I have long acquainted with him. Metal exhibit was the golden color ring. Exhibit 1 is the identification memo dated 7/10/2005 where I put my signature. Exhibit 1 is my identifying golden color ring with the red stone. I can identify the ring used by the Patul Chandra Dev.
This ring we are,
Used by the Patul. This is Patul Chandra.
remember distinctly. Red stone. Yes, I can identify said ring used by
Is by
Patul.
Patul Chandra since I have been acquainted with material exhibit with the said golden color ring with red stone. I can identify next page number 32. I can identify the said ring used by Patul Chandra Dev since I have long acquainted with him. Material 3 exhibit is the golden color ring along with off-white stone. I can identify the said ring used by Patul Chandra Dev since I have long acquainted with him. Material exhibit 4 is the said golden color ring with a bigger size of red stone surrounded by smaller size of white stone. And next, I can identify the said ring used by Patul Chandra Dev since I have long acquainted with him. Material exhibit 5 is the said golden color ring with rectangular shape magenta color stone in the cross purple. On 17/2004, we started at 10 a.m. towards Bhairavi. It is a routine visit to Bhairavi on every Wednesday. Only sometime we visit on Tuesday if we feel necessary. Most of the time I accompany Patul Chandra Dev. There was no fixed time to go to Bhairavi, but most of the time we start in the morning
The
hours.
first accused has declined cross.
Yes.
Accused number 1.
Yeah.
This is for whom?
For all the accused. For all the
For the
except
rest.
for all the
For the rest.
except accused number except
Jamaluddin.
Jamaluddin. Jamaluddin prospectus page number 36. May I read
No,
later?
no, this is cross. Declined for 1 or what? For accused Muhammad Jamaluddin.
Jamaluddin is page number 36.
Jamal, and this PW1 is Jalaluddin.
Jalaluddin.
Confusing to what. Jalal ne Jamal ne ki koi. Okay.
On 17th, we started 10 a.m. towards Bhojabi. It is a routine visit to Bhojabi on every Wednesday. Only sometime we visit on Tuesday if we feel necessary. Most of the time, I accompany Patul Chandra Dev. There was no fixed time to go Bhojabi, but most of the time we start in the morning. After around 1 hour of our journey, we met the accused person on the way on 17th, 2004. There were 3 gunmen amongst the 8 miscreants. Initially, 2 of the miscreants coming from the other edge of the road stood in front of our vehicle. I cannot tell the speed of the vehicle at that time. Only driver can say it. I couldn't understand the language of the miscreants, which was neither Assamese nor Bengali. We were at that time were under tension and fear. Patul Chandra Dev did not ask the miscreants as to who the boss was. I also did not act. At that time, motorcycle-born youth came to the spot, but I did not know them. Later on, however, I could know name of one of the persons as Ataur Rahman. I saw only 1 or 2 miscreants boarded our vehicle with gun, and I doubt that other 2-3 persons might sit in the rear seat. Other miscreants followed our vehicle side by side as the vehicle was in a low speed. The miscreants told something to the men cutting wood whom we meet on our way, but we could not hear their conversation. I don't know whether Sadhanath accompanied the miscreants by his own accord or he was taken by force. After reaching our last spot on 17th, 2004, Patul Chandra Dev asked the miscreants to where their boss was, to which they replied that their boss was coming. On the spot, we had conversation with 2 miscreants only, and I can identify them in the dock, quoting Krishna Madhav Sakma, alias Sahadev as Horaba Sakma. Patul Chandra Dev asked those 2 miscreants in Bengali language. I also took part in the conversation as regards ransom. Lastly, the demand of rupees ransom was settled at rupees 2 lakhs on that day. The golden color rings that were worn by Patul Chandra Dev could be identified me at the time of evidence on chip. For identification of pure gold, only goldsmith can do. There was no marking on the settings that those rings belong to Patul Chandra Dev, but I can identify them by seeing them with my neckties. Patul Chandra Dev sent me to arrange money after being sealed for collection of money. Released for collection of money, we went to Bhojabi, from where I ran from PCO to Mr. Sushil Dev. As instructed by Mr. Sushil Dev, we went to Zamira police outpost. I do not know the name of the said PCO. After coming to Zamira police outpost, whether I filed FIR or not, I doubt remember. I also doubt remember whether I put my signature on any paper. But my statement was recorded. I sustained no injury except 1 kick injury from left leg. I doubt know whether doctor found any injury on my person. Doctor of Katrisar PhD conducted medical checkup on my person. Driver Monia Luhar also outwardly sustained no injury. I don't know whether he sustained an internal injury. The medical examination on us conducted on 18th, 2004. At the 11th time, I had a telephone in my residence. I did not give my telephone number to the miscreants. On 23, 2004, I, along with Sushil Dev, Munia Luhar, went to meet the miscreants at Bhoirabi, Karangia, with ransom of rupees 2 lakhs, and we waited there till 5 to 6 p.m. Since they did not turn up, we left the place. The miscreants did not indicate any time of their arrived on 23, 2004. On 21/3/4, I, along with Sushil Dev, Sudeep Bed, Munia Luhar, and 2-3 others, I know one person, that is Konaka Sen, and others I don't know, went to Bhoirabi Sarangar as per instruction from the miscreant. We arrived there before the sunset. Police also arrived there in separate vehicle, and they know about the transaction. I don't remember the exact time when they asked us to come there, but we waited there for them for the whole night. There was a tent house which is called Serenga. The Serenga belonged us. In that Serenga, I used to stay for 2-3 nights earlier to this incident. The conversation as regards the payment of ransom were made with the family members of Pratul Chandradev. I was not aware of this conversation on 22/3/4. We went again to Sarangi as by instruction of the miscreants and arriving there before the sunset and waited the whole night. But none turned up. This time also, as no time was fixed for transaction. This time, in addition to the members accompanied me earlier, one Amal Dev accompanied the team. I doubt no whether any police team followed us. Brother of Pratul Chandra Dev, namely Sushil Dev, might know whether the police followed us. It is the family members of Pratul Chandra Dev used to talk with the miscreants. I never had a talk with the miscreants over telephone on 29/3/2004. The police person
So,
saw the miscreants when they came from near Deborah Cinema Hall at Silso to collect ransom from us near Deborah Cinema Hall, and we paid an amount of rupees 2.5 lakhs to the miscreants. The miscreants left that place by an auto rickshaw. I did not notice whether the police followed the miscreants after their departure from the Deborah Cinema Hall. The miscreants did not have conversation with Monia Luha and telephone. After 3 to 4 days of the payment of the first installment, as per the institution of the instruction of the miscreants, we went to the Bhoiravi near an iron bridge, but we could found them neither there. Then, as per their instruction, we proceeded to Bhoiravi, Saranga, and we arrived there around 8 p.m. at Saranga near to miscreants camp. Yes. Further examination of. I never had a talk with miscreants owner over telephone. We arranged the money from the different person. I don't remember the names of the persons from whom money was collected. However, I remember only one source, whose name is Noni Poddar of Karimganj. I do not remember the amount of money collected from Noni Poddar. Munia Luhar, Anil Dev, and I went to collect money from Noni Poddar. I don't know whether Noni Poddar is one of the witnesses in this case. I don't know whether Pratul Chandra Dev used to keep his money. I also don't know whether his brother or other relatives knew about the savings of Pratul Chandra Dev. After the payment of last installment, we went get Pratul Chandra Dev released of the next day, but none turned up on that day. Thereafter, we did not go to the spot for release of Pratul Chandra Dev. I don't know if daughter, namely Srimati Shipra Dev or Pratul Chandra Dev, suspected me in this incident. I did not know the day-to-day routine and the schedule of work of Pratul Chandra Dev. I have seen one Dula Singh once when he was taken away by the CBI personnel. The CBI personnel
yes, you have some colleague. Yes. Because this bench is also going to rise slightly early today and tomorrow. But at least 45 minutes will continue.
made it.
Let somebody be there.
May I continue?
Yes, yes, please. This Sipra is the petitioner who had filed PIL.
Yes, sir. The daughter of the victim, Lord. She filed an PL before the Honorable Court with a prayer to take
CBI.
up the investigation. According to that, this Honorable Court was pleased to pass an order to that effect.
Yes.
The CBI personnel asked me whether Dulal Singh was involved in the abduction of Pratul Chandra Dev. I did not see Dulal Singh on the day of the occurrence on 17/2004. I don't remember the name of the Sudhanya Ihan. I don't know whether Srimati Shipra they made any statement that the first installment of rupees 2 lakhs was appropriated by Sudhanya Riang and Dulal Singh. I did not hand over the first installment of rupees 2 lakhs to the Sudhanya Riang and Dulal Singh. It is not a fact that there was a mechanical defect on our vehicle on 17/2004 on the day of the first occurrence. It is not a fact that I am not able to identify the goal color rings produced in the court. I did not see 5 of the accused persons who were identified in the court earlier to the incident. Of course, I saw 2 persons pointing out accused Jamaluddin and Khogan Sakma earlier to the incident. It is not a fact that the 5 accused persons identified the court were not present at the time of occurrence. It is not a fact that I did not disclose the appearance and
Teachers.
stature of the accused persons before the IO. It is not a fact that the accused persons worked under me in respect of the bamboo business. It is also not a fact that I maintain a register and names of those accused persons are entered in the said register. However, I know that the accused Jamaluddin worked under Patul Chandra Dev, but I don't know whether his name is entered in any register. Patul Chandra Dev used a maintained register as regard his employees during his investigation. The investigating agency brought various persons to Katlisare police station, and I was called then to identify this person. These persons were brought to police station before the arrest of the present accused persons. I assume that the imprint of the Sopol being a special one, it might have been imprint of the Sopol of Patul Chandra Dev. It is not a fact that I have deposed falsely implicating the present accused person in order to save the real culprits. The said Sopol was of a mixture of different colors with background of coffee color. I don't know about the material used in the said Sopol. And PW tool.
Where was the body actually found?
It's nearby jungle
In
in
jungle?
Bhairavi.
Was there some river kind of, no stream?
Yes, yes,
There
yes,
was a
yes,
stream.
yes. In page
Yeah, but
number. Page number. Part 2, volume 1. In page support. Page 2, part 2, volume 1.
What is the proximity with the stream?
I find the remains made the inquest report. I find the remains of human being during a search of by CBI at village Bajasura under Katlisara police station within bracket Zamira outpost. I am on physically present during the period of search. The remains are found over a hilly stream, locally known as Nala. The parts of the skeletons are found in a sketched position. The details of the remains found are narrated below: skull, bones, money bag, t-shirt, shirt, pants, socks, chappals, pen, pacemaker. Body has not been found.
Huh?
Body has not been found.
No, he found remains of a body.
Yes, but the page number 25.
Skeleton has been found or something like that.
Page number 25 is the inquest report.
You said the body has not been found, but remains of the body has been found.
The skull and bones.
Skulls and bones,
Yes,
obviously 1.5 years.
Yes,
How will a body be there?
yes,
Body has decomposed.
yes.
Where is the sketch map? ইনভেস্ট চালে কেছত চাওঁ কিমান দূৰত আছে ইনভেষ্ট কৰিলে ইমান forensic examination কৰিছে DNA কৰিছে DNA has been done.
Yes, sir.
DNA
But has
done.
not, they have it done, but has not been properly proved.
Means
Means page number, your knowledge, witness number 35.
what is the report?
Yes, that's it. I got for you. PW 32. PW 30 इसके है तो क्या 30 अपना हेडिया भी ये नहीं 209 लगते पेज नंबर 209 वॉल्यूम 1 पार्ट 1 लगते मतलब है डॉक्टर टम्थी मरे कैलकुलेटन
20?
209 लगते
$32.
32 before that we got come to page, witness number 27 is 11 look 108 108 108 180 180 180 oh
Itu 210 কি Yorkshire পুলিশ এসেছেন Police came from London.
Yep.
Yorkshire.
except
Why?
so some of the yellow page number 209 the evidence of the 32 lot
Yes.
to
Why?
identify the bonds to identify to examination the report of the bonds of the deceased person they sent the body bonds to the forensic of Yorkshire lot the CBI made it their evidence of 209 32 lot
But that officer was examined, no?
Lot.
No? Oh. Peter. Timothy. Mayor Clayton.
PW 13 196
Where was it done? Was this thing done at London?
2005 lot.
No, why?
But CBI handed over the CBI sent a letter to the communication to the office of the Yorkshire.
No,
Repeat
no,
the-
DNA was available in India also.
Yes,
Why London? How? 2007.
2000. 2005.
Two 2004. 5, the body was recovered. DNA to- না, তাৰ হেৰি লৈছিলে না জীয়েকৰ কিবা এটা লৈছে মেচিং কৰি জীয়েকৰ কিবা এটা লৈছে কিন্তু সেইটো কনক্লুচিভ হ'ব জানো জীয়েকৰ লৈছে
PW 33 lot.
Just a minute, please.
Just a-
Yes.
May the evidence of PW 30,
Page,
page 196. One ninety six.
yes.
Got it. Kevin, PW 30, Kevin Morton. Or not. After receiving the summons from this court, I have appeared today before this court. In the year 2005, I was posted as scientific support manager, South Yorkshire Police. As scientific support manager and being the head of the legal matter of South Yorkshire Police, my duties included overseeing and directing the forensic investigation. As scientific support manager, I interacted with CBI in connection with Patul Chandradev murder case. I received a letter number so and so 14/11/2005 addressed by R.S. Dhankar, Superintendent of Police, CBI, so and so. Is the approach letter dated 14/11/2005. 14/11/2005, CBI forwarded one femur bone from the left side and 3 teeth samples sent to the Patul Chandradev, packed together and sealed. However, one femur bone, left side said to be the Sadhanath, packed and sealed, was sent along with the appropriate letter of CBI. In addition to above, an envelope containing blood sample of Santibala Nath, mother of Sadhanath, was also received with Sadhanath by the appropriate letter. CBI asked me to arrange a DNA extraction to be analyzed by forensic science server and also to send its report to CBI. By production memo number.
Who is Sadhan?
Sadhan, one of the victim of circumstances. When
And how did he die? Then?
two persons, sir. One Patul Chandradev, one Patul Chandradev, another is Sadhanath.
Na Sadhanath,
He was
the profiling would be done with what? What is the objective of sending the femur bone of Sadhanath? How do you identify? DNA, whether it's of Sadhanath or somebody else, how do you identify? Whose?
Santibala.
Matching with mother's blood. And so far as this is concerned? Matching with whom? Where has been stated? Yes. Blood-stained cards and 2 sterile tubes with snap leads containing blood sample of Shivani Deb. লন্ডনের পৰা হেৰি কৰিছে সেইটোতো বেছিও নাছিলে They came all the way from London to depose. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, please proceed.
Yes. Page number 197. Material exhibit 130 is the acknowledgement card taken the original regarding receipt of polystyrene. Exhibit 2025 is my signature subordinate, Mr. DSDC Woodlock, and I acquainted with his signature because directly under my direction and sent me an exhibit showing to was put my presence. Exhibit 139 is the letter dated 6/9/2022. At item number 2 on exhibit 197, which was addressed by Mr. Shalini Abhi Kusumya, forensic scientist to the detective sergeant Udo. 198, exhibit 139 is the signature of Mrs. Shalini. I have come across the signature of SC has to work with us and I am familiar and acquainted with her signature. 140 is the witness statement of detective sergeant DC Udo and exhibit 140, 140 are his signature. 141 is the form of forensic medical examination bearing doctor season number so and so. Is the authorization from police to doctor to carry out the medical examination. At item number 6, the production memo dated 8/9/2005. I have stated that I have handed over a polystyrene box containing the following samples collected from Shivani Dev with her consent. Blood stain card and 2 cell tape with NAB IDs containing blood sample of Mr. Shivani Dev bearing identification number 22, and second is one plastic container bearing number 20. Today, the polystyrene box is open upon counted after opening the same, the materials which handed over to me by CBI SP, which is still found intact. The text seal which has been put in poly bag seal intact, and there is a small text which bears number so and so is the opposite poly bag containing certain items which I have handed over found intact. Material Exhibit 54 is the open today in presence of me and Defense Counsel. On opening material exhibit 54, there are 2 plastic zip envelopes and remain envelopes contain a SIN barcode and 1 case identification number bearing number so. The 2 plastic zip envelopes are exhibited material exhibit 55 and material exhibit 56. Inside the material exhibit 55, there is a molar teeth which is named as a material exhibit 57. There is a continuity tag card inside material exhibit 55, which is exhibit 143. Exhibit 143, 142 are my signature. I send the molar teeth in material exhibit 57 to Dr. Timothy Chow Clark, who is DNA expert for analysis examination. Material exhibit 56, which is covered by plastic zip, open in the court today in the presence of Defense Counsel. On opening material exhibit 56, there are 5 number of FTA micro card containing blood sample of Srimati Shantibola Nath, which was to me by CBI for further analysis by our expert in England. Material exhibit 58 to 58 are the FTA micro cards containing the blood sample of Shantibola Nath within bracket under objection. Exhibit 144 is the continuity tag or card in respect of 5 FTA cards bearing our blood samples of Shantibola Nath. Exhibit 144 1 and 2 are my signature. On opening the aforesaid polystyrene box in the presence of Defense Council, we found one bigger polybag, which is named as Material Exhibit 59, which is also take to snap, take and opening Material Exhibit 59. We find two smaller polybags, which are named as Material Exhibit 60 and Material Exhibit 61. Both Material Exhibit 60 and 61 contains continuity tag card with my signature with the description of the item contained there. The item of Material Exhibit 60, the continuity tag card is the Exhibit 145 and Exhibit 145. 1 to 1 my signature. In Exhibit 145, one describes the items of femur bone under my handwriting. The date examination in Exhibit 145 is 17/11/2005. Many considered opinion and as Detective Superintendent regarding Detective Superintendent regarding the scientific support services. I am of the view that the femur bone, which is now in a sealed condition, should not be opened, as it is now 6 years old, as opening of the same may be harmful. Material Exhibit 61 also contains continuity tag card, which is Exhibit 146 and 146 are my signature. The Exhibit 146, which is under my handwriting, I have mentioned the description of the item as both bone fragment. Similar is the case in Material Exhibit 60. I too my of the opinion that Material Exhibit 61 should not be opened without prior prosecution because it may contain bakelite. Material Exhibit 60, which is sealed in a plastic polybag along with my continuity. Take card Exhibit 145, which is in a sealed condition and open in presence of Defense Council. Inside Material Exhibit 60, there is a sealed plastic polytube which contains a cross section of bone, and the same is named as Material Exhibit 62. Further inside Material Exhibit 60, there is a femur bone, upper part of left leg, which some drilling means which appears to be done for DNA extraction. The drilling spot appear in the bone is done in India. The femur bone is Material Exhibit 63. Material Exhibit 64 is the upper portion of the femur bone. Though the femur bones was one initially, it has divided into two parts, Material Exhibit 64 and 64. At the time of taking a cross section for the purpose of testing and analysis of DNA expert. Inside Material Exhibit 60, which was open under my supervision and direction, which was found in sealed condition in brown paper wrapping with strings and lacquered seal with embossed developed pattern of DNA fingerprints at Dignofit, Hyderabad, and the seal was intact. Material Exhibit 65 is the seal. Material Exhibit 61 is also open in the court in presence of Defense Council. With the counsel for the accused, bone fragments which are found inside the paper wrapping are collectively named as Material Exhibit 66. The brown paper envelope containing the bone fragments, Material Exhibit 66, also contains lacquered seal of CDFT Hyderabad. Material Exhibit 147 is the production memo dated 8/9/2005, by which I hand over 9 items to MS Patel, Inspector of Police CBI. Exhibit 147, 1 to 3 are my signature. Exhibit 147 is the signature of Mr. Patel, which was put in my presence. I wanted the endorsed near in my signature. 141 in my own handwriting. Exhibit 125 is the continuation of statement dated 6/9/2005. Exhibit 125.81 is the signature of Constable M. Bal, to which I am familiar and acquainted with and put in my presence. 125 is my signature. 125 is the dental record of Mr. Pratul Sundar Devan handed over stamp to Mr. Patel, Inspector of Police CBI. And page number 201 at the Material Exhibit office. 202 may. I send a email from my concern email account to Mr.
Hello, that one of the person who was allegedly made a confession, he said that he was badly injured by the investigating agency.
CBI.
His tooth has come out. Was there any medical done? No, is there any medical? The description which he had given, that tooth was even taken out. He has lost a few teeth, then some badly. Did the magistrate, learned magistrate notice an injury at the time of recording the, because this is 164, not statement before them. যেটা লইছে হেৰিটো 164 মেজিষ্ট্ৰেটৰ এই মাৰ্ফত চেহাৰা লিখিলে হৈ গ'ল নটিচ কৰিলে হেঁতেন অৰ্থাৎ ডাক্তৰ লৈ দিছে বুলি কৈছে Would like to see that confession statement also. Maybe some observation by the learned magistrate regarding noticing any injuries in the body. Oh, yes. Hmm. Not yet.
Married. Page number 24. I send an email from the concerned email account to Mr. R.M. Behra of CPI stating in email for guideline of reporting case. Email for reopening case. Exhibit 150 is the copy of the email sent. I sent to L.M. Behra in my email under objection. After receiving the packs of bones and bone fragments, etc. from CBI for testing and analysis, I kept the same under my possession in secure condition and presently handed over to Dr. Tim Toy Clark, who is a renowned DNA expert working in government scientific laboratory. As a posted by production members so I collected the dental X-ray pacemaker report from Dr. Lee Lewis and presently handed over the same to the CBI official in New Delhi. In connection with present case, I have directly, indirectly taken assistance on informing police and including Constable Bobby Dev, Constable Udo. In cross, I'm an expert in scientific investigation.
Just a minute. The report has been exhibited definitely.
Yes.
Forensic report.
Yes.
He has not extracted the report in the evidence. Normally what is done, the report, the opinion is extracted in the evidence so that it becomes easier for the court. Otherwise, the report has been exhibited.
Yes. Part 42, 370. Part 2, volume 3. A4. One 150. Part 2, volume 2.
Three.
Part 2, part
Three.
2, volume 2.
370.
375.
375. Yes.
Part one, part two, volume two. Part two, volume.
Hmm.
I don't know.
No, Shanti Bella to daughter. No,
Shivani-
Shanti Bella not his
Shivani Tepol-
Saddam's also wife to Robin or mother.
Shivani Tepol-
Shanti Bella is the mother of Saddam.
Shantivalan, mother of the
Other one, Saddam.
Sadhana. And Shipradev, in conclusion, part one, in my opinion, the result detailed above the provide strong support of the view that femur bones originated from Shipradev's biological father. In 198,
198.
in page number 198, the evidence of Mr. Kevin Morton, he stated that he has collected the blood stain cuts and two tail tubes with snap lid containing blood sample of Mr. Shivani Dev. It is Shipradev. Page number 198. No, no, what one volume?
Shipra. Shipra Tulwana temple.
Part two, volume. Is the 25.
What are the materials to come to a definite conclusion that the body recovered is of the father of the huh? No, wedding apparels who had identified? What matching? After 1.5 years, body lying there with except DNA profiling. See, no, death, only when you have found the body, you came to know that he is dead or somebody had died. Whether that body belongs to him from a ring. What we remember is from a ring. Now, just imagine a condition. You are lying in open, even a normal, intangible thing like anything, a book or not a book, maybe something which is more tangible, or leave it open. in the rain, in the sun, and at a body. Bone has to be, there has to be DNA sampling. It's not been done. Where the matching with some Cipras, it was not even taken. The only probable or acceptable is the DNA. You have said that you have taken samples of Shivani. Shivani is another author or what? Or Shivani and Cipra are the same person? No.
Next. Rings and item. Please on bill. For last 19 years. Yes, sir. 8 numbers of victims are behind the 918.
My lord, 26 of without. My lord, 20. My lord, item number 9, my lord, if possible on 25th, my, because the petitioner is behind the bar for more than 12 years. The trial is going on. So 9, my lord. On 25th, my lord, if possible.
And item number, Lordship, can it be 28? I have some problem. 27. 28.
Lord, I'll be preparing second up. The first
20.